the resources at its disposal, one should expect at least 4 to 5 times the quantum of investment that the NDC claims to have undertaken. The close to 33 billion of borrowing that has not been used for infrastructure expenditure could have done so much in this country. If you take $33 billion and ask yourself, what could you have done with $33 billion? You could have solved the water crisis in Ghana. You could have solved our energy problems. Every region in Ghana would have had 1,000 kilometers of asphalt road. We could have transformed agriculture. We could have put in place a world-class hospital in every region. We could have bought 1,000 ambulances for the Ghana Ambulance Service. We could have equipped our existing health and education institutions. And we could have built an additional 600 senior high schools that the government is trying to build currently. And we could have constructed the Accra-Kumasi-Paga railway line as well as the Western Railway line. And with all this, we would have still been left with some money. Next month, ladies and gentlemen, we are digitizing the school feeding program. And next month, I will launch, we looked at it last week, it's all set. Next month, we will launch a digitized school feeding program. We will know every school in the country, every day. If you feed them rice and beans, we will know. How many students you have fed, we will know. This is why we got into the IMF. You were spending too much relative to revenues, which is true. You were borrowing too much, which is true. Your external payments position has deteriorated, which is true. And so you ended up, your growth is reducing, which is true. So you ended up at the IMF. And the IMF would impose certain conditions, which is true. And if you don't do certain things right, the anchor will not hold, which is true. So I'm not quite sure what it is that is not true that I said. But I think, unfortunately, the supporters of this government and this government itself are very reluctant to admit the truth, even when it hits them in the face.
Transformation of this country. Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo is going to bring about a real transformation of this country. After 4 years, you will not recognize it. We are going to bring in policies that are going to bring development to our people. Nana Akufo-Addo has said that if you look at this country, the money is there for development, but it stays up, it doesn't come down. The money is there, but it stays up, it doesn't come down. We are going to make sure we bring in a new economic model and make sure the money will come down to our villages for everybody to get that share of the money. So we are going to make sure the money comes down. We are going to take a portion of our development budget to $75 million and make sure we share it to every constituency in Ghana. So Bunkurugu constituency, every year from 2017, every year without fail, you are going to get the equivalent of 40 billion old cities, $1 million for your development. Every year without fail. We have to help farmers. To help farmers, we have to make sure that tractors are available, that fertilizers are affordable, that weedicides are affordable, that there is water to farm. So we are going to make available for every district a mechanization center. There will be tractors that will help farmers to farm. We are going to make sure the cost of fertilizer is down. But most importantly, we are going to make sure every village that needs a dam, we are going to construct a dam for every village that needs a dam. One village, one dam. One village, one dam. One village, one dam. And that is the way we are going to.
Railways and ports, and for the people of Cape Coast. And for the people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is very critical that we do that. An airport makes a lot of sense in Cape Coast. It's a real tourist hub, and between Greater Accra, Kumasi, and Cape Coast, you have a triangle that really is a lot of hub of economic activity. You can build railway lines between them, and it's a major growth pole if we put an airport here to drive infrastructure growth. People of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is very critical that we do that. An airport makes a lot of sense in Cape Coast. It's a real tourist hub, and between Greater Accra, Kumasi, and Cape Coast, you have a triangle that really is a lot of hub of economic activity. You can build railway lines between them, and it's a major growth pole if we put an airport here to drive infrastructure growth.
So as far as
the lives of the people of Agbogbolosyi matter as much as the lives of the people of East Legon or cantonments. Enti yeba hano yebesi toilets amamu. Enti yeba hano yebesi toilets amamu. Enti yeba hano yebesi toilets amamu. Yebesi toilets in all. Yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all. Ama the people of Agogo. Usorina uko toilet uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Usorina uko toilet uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari enti. Usorina uko toilet uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Usorina uko toilet uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari enti yebesi bath houses so akaho. Yebesi 24-unit bath houses and 80 in all. 24-unit bath houses. Say there mubenya ebi mubeko na mujare anapa. Given that the data was received quite late, we haven't entered all of that data in the database, but it is worth mentioning. We have about 6 projects under the Toilets for All policy, the Greater Accra Metropolitan Water and Sanitation Project, where under this we have built 28,485 household toilets. Then you have the Sustainable Rural Water and Sanitation Project, where 12,972 toilets have been built. Then there's ongoing construction of 5,000 under the Greater Accra Sustainable Sanitation and Livelihood Improvement Project, the GASLIP project. 5,000 toilets are being built there. The Government of Ghana Household Toilet Program, we're building 1,900 toilets there. And Rural Sanitation Model and Strategy Program, 40,348 toilets, serving 3,000 communities. And then under the Urban Sanitation Pilot Project, 21,332. So under the Toilets for All program, at least 109,000 household toilets have been constructed, benefiting 856,000 people. This is quite remarkable.
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Franz Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporombium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei. Today, we as a people are stating, Voxe populi, voxe Dei.
Juiwa tamapaya dagbana magumya yewu dagbana magumya yewu sama paya tabu makana zuwaya mbala jimayana haruna idrisu manza nawum Manzayirwa damadu damya Zunga parga duama pana Jangan yesel karmal mamamachi Gana na chimba na pasara tapabukura na chimbukura bila kumda yelim lankani kom kutoda wisha kutoda Sami amaluolo amakana namayirna nana gomlanti bechalla tomi kalawri nyanga mana kutoda zan kutoda yelon kutoda kontatai sami amaluolo Jo mama tutu makana ngoto fatibai kwam kutoda mana kutoda yelon kutoda jo makana tutu makana
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's exactly 4:26 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 8:26 in Ghana. Welcome to the most authoritative and most listened to platform on the planet right now. We are live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV this evening. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV this evening. We're also live on YouTube. Search for Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Tonight we are live. We're also live on Facebook. Search for Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Remember, our main platform now is on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We also have With Audio Respect page this evening. They are live streaming this show live tonight on Loud Silence T on With Audio Respect page tonight. The radio is live tonight. We have NDC. We have Loud Silence Radio on Android and also on Apple. So if you have any Android device, download Loud Silence Radio from the Google Play Store, and also from the App Store, you can download Loud Silence Radio. Our affiliates tonight are blazing across the world. Every single affiliate is up tonight. They are cross-posting the show live this evening. We have Benjamin Wayoma Hama's platform tonight. They are cross-posting this show live this evening. Also, NDC TV are picking us live this evening on Loud Silence TV. We are also live on Honorable Joseph Yamin's platform this evening on Facebook. Kevin Taylor, my official Facebook page, we are cross-posting this show live this evening. And also, Ghana News Thread. These are our affiliates. Tonight. They are all cross-posting the show live. My name once again is Kevin Kobedu Taylor. My producers are called the Ghost Team. They are on standby to make sure I get you all the facts this evening. We are streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. It's a wonderful Monday evening here. We are back again to discuss Ghana. We are back again to do the breakdown. We are back again to let you know the facts. The fact is, John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, you and I, we have to help them come back to power, to recalibrate this nation, make sure things go back to normal. We are living with a government, or we live with a government that does not respect the Constitution and the people of Ghana. Bidin Eddie Kevin Kobedu Taylor me and Amidi Jumadi we ho chiame and the enyumbre ewo ewiase afane mu nyina oba Africa, Asia, Europe, and America. Jumadi we and agi tintiman pa. Omo omobo mechi dom no ye from the Ghost Team. Omo and achichire nsem no e de sebio esimi kon ho. Se memra na memedwum e ma Ghana fo nyina enhu nokre no ene de ekoso ewo ewiase ene Ghana titru eba amanyosem mu a. And then enyumbre Jumadi we etwegu ewo TV so Loud Silence TV and then enyumbre ubetumi ahwe Jumadi we live. Your Facebook, your YouTube, search for Loud Silence TV, and also on Sabitumaka Jumadie we na washe Jumadie no. On Facebook, no, your main platform, and then a Loud Silence TV. Hono kwa ubetima show no, ubetima show no. Hono so a chegu with all due respect, so a page or Facebook ubetimi ashe Jumadie we ho. Your affiliate and also omodi edi in Saboso Emma Jumadie we ebeka onsano almost enyumbre omo sebio omo bibi ejina so semo sini bibi no. Enyumbre Benjamin Wayoma Hama the bibi jina so den Emma otwa Jumadie no gu on the platform so NDC TV so enyumbre omafa Jumadie we and Honorable Joseph Yamin platform or Facebook almost gidi pa ejinem almost omutwa Jumadie we egu Kevin Taylor miankasa ejinem se mo sini bibi ganyan enyumbre mi Jumadie no ekoso e me platform so and also Ghana News Thread almost a platform omoni ye no edi Jumadie. The funny thing is I love my job, and Mr. Tishona, I am more excited than Wona Woshemino. And I know sometimes people think, I'm right to you. Why is so excited? I don't know. I love what I do, and I am very happy to be with you today. We took a very long break, which was very needed. Kwansima approved of, Lucy approved of, the team we basically decided to take to make sure say Yenso Yaje Yahome Inti Enyumbre. Yaba back, and from now all the way to the 7th of December 2024 is bringing John Dramani Mahama and the NDC back to power. No bagawaya, no bozin. The yabana yababe and say yabeka no kreno ejudwum achirichirim ama Ghana for ehundo kren chanchanhine nana otufo said to na pia wofa semaba eye onana eye napo ekeka nkwasi asemi nana mechirichirim ejudwum ama Ghana for ehudi ekọ nana ba onana ne me odome na meso me do asanteman nyina dome na meso me do asanteman menyini wasanteme mu oboase pe na menyini ye obia enim gaslight ba no Mr. Taylor ba no aba oyasantini brekope maba ne de medwudwum de ompe no ene na meka de wo pepa ne de kire koto Eldamriku album na utie if you say aha de emu odin emu onwono de ebeka emo ebiri wakoma emu hu se sebio nyoma enkoye no eno ene ka no ha intima ba enwumbre de enwumbre yɛde bɛgyina mu ɛyɛ ahemfo amɔ Ghana nyinaa from the west, south, east and the nyinaa no ahemfo amɔ Ghana nyinaa no anwummere yɛkyia obiara from the Volta region to the northern region to the eastern region to the Ashanti region to my own hometown, the central regional House of Chiefs. Good evening to Miankasa, me papa Okaka Ben Ando, on the paramount chief of the Kwamankasa traditional area. Good evening to my queen mother. Good evening to all the asofo any penny for more Ghana and then you bring Maji Penny, Moswa, Sebio Muya Party, Juma, Moshe them MPP for chairman for secretary for Bezes, any MPP Council of State for any Council of Elders, Moshe them Anajuya, Moody fake accounts, Eshame, any more Moody Bawumia, Anajuya Munina, and Ajumusham Hotel Ruma, Mubeti the Kevin Tiller and Yami Enshamo, Moso Mundi Ghana, Akuma Pano, Unyamin Kumuntunchini, Mabano, Namaba, Yabetchim, Ghana for Ehunukreno. This is the most authoritative and listened to platform. Ninina say credibility no ejina a consistency and the nokre any didi juma we inti so ha men timing. Men ka say ebi aboy we de ne maame anwunani anane papa yamfantini inti sebi de o kan mintie eye asem no na wo so tie me ye somafo I am a messenger na juma de ayedi no ha no ye ba no yenkuta Bible and yenkuta Quran de ye ba no eye nokre and ye ba. So irrespective of what you worship and what you believe in, we are here to sell you the truth, and that is what you have to take. I am a hard guy and you're also a hard guy watching me tonight. Enyibre emana ba and am be man so aba enkokora wo ho embesiriwa so ginem obi aka na no and ye nyina enwumbre yaba say ye ba bedi Ghana ho enkomo text messages no do ba but on say has the piece from you really and now for text messages. Into what we do in this say obi abaka say welcome back Biano, we will say thank you very much for acknowledging say yaba back. And also well, I wouldn't like his show no our YouTube. No, please like the show right now on YouTube. We have done 26 minutes. We have 2,819 people watching us tonight across the world. 2,819 people on Facebook. So many people. You see, and man, I'm YouTube. Nina, I could say, "Dear Neko, Miliki, Licky Soap." Licky Soap, I'll get in contact. I sent a message back. I wasn't feeling too well. And I've seen your media tour and all that is very encouraging. The plan we have is still on course. We are going to make sure, say, in Koma Yedino behind the scenes, you know, everything will basically happen. I'll get in touch with your brother tomorrow. Oh, Sunday, I'm fit kakranti maba. Don't lose hope. It will be well. Licky Soap, so alongside Lord Kenya or Kevin Taylor Girlfriends Association. Also, thank you to Obia on my platform way, a protected platform way, people who are sharing our news on our platforms, on our website, on our Facebook pages, on our YouTube channels. We would like to say thank you very much. We really appreciate this. The love is very deep. We also acknowledge say the more year for the betterment of Ghana. So we are also ready and willing to sacrifice to make sure say no Kreno Ghana Nibia and Saka. So I would like to tell you watching me tonight. People who really care about Ghana, no. I would like to tell you, say we are also committed and we will do our best. Credibility is very important. We really appreciate every single person wasting your data. I wouldn't say wasting your data, decided to watch us on your phone. We would like to say we really appreciate it. My team, myself, we appreciate this very much. Most of our TV, so we really appreciate all the effort you are putting in to make sure say the truth is out there. Also, Facebook, it's very important and imperative. Say, share show, no, that's very, very important. So we show to make it a wholesome and I say a complete show, no, you just have to share. So on Facebook, try and share the show. On YouTube, try and like the show. So radio, so you can recommend it to other people for them to also download the radio app on Android and also on iOS. Ninyina on sa ebeka. Bidin di obi anim Kevin Ekoberu Taylor. Nipa bi wo ho afina and then first time I'm here show is Abranti we defend Kevin Taylor no. Oh where? Quality kakra ko kan kwa asam sana mia. Bibian say dada na. Yen dan wejimi ebeka so wejimi. Unim nyansa ebeka so unim nyansa. Penifo ni bi sebio titiri wa omudi enim no dodo na jimi and it's a fact. And we the young people, we need to spit fire. We need to let them understand. They say sebio ye penyini a oye penyini de oya akwara de sebio eye penyini ena enkwara hwe omanamo ede sedio ebombra na ye penyini na se wajimi a na yantia penyini no ema na anya ne nyoma ye a ebema enkwara omudi akire no so sebio eye nyoma bi ombesua no enkoye enitina sebio se penyini bi a eye me ene wo a ye taxpayers ana ye de tuato ede hwe no meka se obi a ye de ye to hwe no obi a oye politician oye MP oye minister oye president president or your wine say yena bosome yetua ne kade you hold the right to question that person. Say you question that person. Na say on pese obesue nyansa ye betum de kasa ding akere ne said you all ye ne bonjo so enu bi ene yenya e wo president Ekufuado ene Bawumia mu no Jimmy a ye friend Jimmy de adokoro mu atro ene sebio adada asema nkofo mienu wei akofa napo Jimmy fo abeka ho no ama Jimmy no aye se chenchen hene no Jimmy no afifi abetaban Jimmy no tese aye te se sebio aye te se kora and as you see, no omunum pito wom. Inti yesterday ayaba no I was say mo motia say we penyini na sebio de wo se wo ye no wan ye kasa wo se wo kan wan ka na wo ne ye ankyere se we penyini a I was say no kure no ye ka kyerɛw se ne tie ye ntan obi a sebio obi anyini kyɛm ye ankyere so dum nyansa kyɛm sebio ye wo ne ye and what you do, the things you say, the way you conduct yourself, how responsible you are when you're given something to do, the results, and how you respect the people who are basically taking care of you. That's how we will also treat you. And he said, Obi e penyini, that's a sebio we Jimmy. You need to tell the penyini we Jimmy, if you say you as individuals to basically tell God what we came on this planet to do. Inti main time will be and your personal. So person obi abeka ho asema do not take public office. It's simple as that. So person obi abeka wenim, person obi abe check adwuma wo ya, do not take public office. Don't become an MP, don't become a minister, do not involve yourself in any public area position. Send be ya taxpayer and entiaka. The fact say any tua wo kan kwa we have the right to question you, we have the right to caution you, we have the right to at the end of the day ye betumi so abo abaso. Majority of the time we have the right to at the end of the day question you on your actions. Inti nobody's above the law, and nobody can use age, nobody can use where they are coming from, their tribe, their religion, who they are, how they look, their age to intimidate anybody. Unim so when you are akati neko frantuma and when you are in tumako class. Nasa okasobe Ghana juma dia, your age does not matter to me. And Yan said that with him any the way you conduct yourself. That is what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at your age because obia opinion when fee. In this audience say when you na say to me and take insult any straight talker. Do not involve yourself in politics. Do not involve yourself in public office. It's a fact. So I say people like us respect you then conduct yourself well. Act like Penyini, talk like Penyini. Your actions and inactions should show. So we will be on him nyansa. The way Jimmy dia, we will treat you as an ignorant soul. Inti eno ena yedi ato hono obia atene ho ase. I can see so many people watching me. It's exactly 4:39 p.m. US East Coast time. It's definitely 8:39 p.m. I am not here, with all due respect, to force you to vote for NDC. I am not. I need to set the record straight. This platform wasn't built to beg anybody to vote for the NDC. And I'm going to say this, and I'll say this till 2024 December 7th. This platform, we did not build it to beg you to vote for the NDC. It was built on credibility. It has been built to make sure, say, no krena nipebin kanchon for you to make your decisions. We have taken a stand. And the reason why we have taken that stand, we have analyzed political parties in Ghana. We have looked at the two big political parties in Ghana. Whether we like it or not, the NDC and the MPP will rule Ghana till Yesu Christo beba. Whether you like it or not, the NDC and the NPP will rule Ghana. The same way two political parties have ruled America, the United Kingdom. The countries you are envious of, no, they are being governed or ruled by two political parties. So it's either the NDC or the NPP. Consistently, as a journalist and also as a production house, we have tried everything possible to let you understand the reason why we are saying now, say, the voter, and as a Ghana near Oktober 7 December 2024, we know on to my John Mahama NDC parliamentarians, and it's simple. We have weighed the two political parties. Yasha Omunyina and Sanwe Juma. 1992 and JJ Rawlings. Eka say Ghana so yebe moving into a democratic state and a dispensation. That is yebe tuaba a president. Before 1992, na yen tuaba a president of Ghana. And other countries around the world, you know, aba almost started to say almost to ADAE leaders, you know, and a democratic. The United States at a point, no mon tuaba. Oko the United Kingdom at a point, no mon tuaba. In their history, they got to a point and said, we need to vote. Now that process is a democratic process. Send ye beya wa babe county, minsuma babe county. Into at the end of the day, no, in Ghana today, no, two political parties are in NPP and NDC. We will have to vote and elect them. Now, the reason why at this platform every single day, you conclude every conversation say was say Ghana for Toma NDC and say we have looked at the two political parties from 1992. Ever seen there since say it started to aba. Remember, these two political parties, they have been in existence. They were in existence even before 1992. Political party, a ideology. A adwene entwatwa ene adwene yekeka bom ene ye nyina benya adwen po ba akwa se we ne ebedi akire. Adwene we de yepe. Adwene we de mempe. Into a ideology, political party, NDC or MPP o a nipa na tena se ka se sa pathway or this path they want to take, I really appreciate it and I think it will benefit me, it will benefit my country. So I want to support this party. And then I give it birth to political parties. And so whether you are part of the NPP or the NDC, ideology, the ideology, how has it helped you and how has it helped me? I was here to say, na yadi a tribe, na yadi a religion. Na yadi bebia enton ayebo free na afa yebusa ye ho se party mienu we a eye adwene a ye nyina ye di akire no e de emwa na adwene we e de aboaye ebi ye Christopher ebi ye Muslims ebi musom abosom ebi muso esom osom foforo obi a reason tia odi osom bi echi. Into the question is, how has your religion helped you? You can also translate that into politics and ask yourself, say, political party where me di akire no den emwa na de aboa me e o mabrabom. Me a Christoni and me imagine say my Christoni akodum pempensuo bi na inkremofo som no oma enema kasa etumi nime eden aye ncheche mamati ase say e bia Christosum na wom no kura no de na me pe anase me end game bebia na medwin say e Christosum ne be kono e bi kura mpo anase ne a omo cheche me na mante ase enti ende metuba ende me nkremoni. You have the right obezu to be nkremoni akodu point bi o say nkremosum amesumi ebia enkyerɛkyerɛ de kyerɛkyerɛm no the end game anase de bebia mesom kono de mwa na menya de na sebio menya frim into da bi ebia nkremofo no so akyerɛkyerɛ no mo kyerɛm no me ni hyɛda nso into ende me Kristoni. It happens and it is all about choices. Now when you're making choices, you ask yourself, say, choice na me making no ebeboa me first and sana boa me nua menenete. Yet a compound house, na say ye can about how your bathroom ye bedi ni nia udin ka busa ho bathroom na ehwa ye fi no sebio de na ebeye ema me ankasa me kwa me kon bedo se medware ansa na wadwene ho se efi ha omote no se na ebeye ma bathroom no so obia kwa do se obedware. So you first, your priority and in here there will be film what is going to we are going to benefit from before the holistic picture, whether you like it or not. Politics, you have to be selfish before you can get to that collective help. It comes back to our politics. And our politics has got to do with the abanya opese uyi. Party opese udi. NDC 1992 and electoral commission in party way JJ Rawlings na dofo any omo adwene pot se ono ano na kan mutiri bom so omo beti den omo beti NDC na idea entire NDC chi nyina na say sebio social democrat se na ebe ya sebio nipa omo te Ghana no titru ehiafo no aban bi beba ebema ehiafo ehiasem abeye de omo hiasem. So you can say social democrat a party a adwene de sebio mmoborowa ehiafo pa no omo dien eyedie de hiafo eyedie ne dien sebio oba Ghana obi a sebio otie kurase bi a sebio oyekuani no ebe den na aban aboa no ana political party bi aboa no management akoso into who be to say NDC the ideology is that sa kuani na ote kwabre no sa kuani na ote ahanta no ana eye Christiano sa kuani koko kuani no den na party ne be anytime who NDC time na NDC aban no eche fertilizer free. It is a social democratic party. Or Gini Kueni no tie kurase na sebio de ne dida so nyina no den ku adwuma na oye no. Den no betuma ye free crime. Ama sa Kueni no na adwuma koso. Nti se wo hwe NDC a NDC time no who say nipa bia na we expect say omo bedi ye in their small place no omo di ye. So they were looking down and it's now rural electrification from JJ Rollins time. Or who said in Crankwana Kaniawo. Name your abayo be or tibe choir, or person hairdresser. Na send a bill benya kania dia son dryer no, or set or coaching kania at the costa be quite crasivo. And then the social democracy. Into or share nipa na omuti kurum no, titru omo bre anase omo nisikando omunsem no, de aban so betuma ye through ne nhyehyeye emo mo ahenha omo. And it's oko around the nation. From 1992 NDC by no, you could see say when it comes to water in sewer in the history of the Republic of Ghana no, NDC pathway ombe for me aban no, omo no mama nsuo pa, omo no mama kania pa, omo na sebio eba akwan omo yi akwan pa, eba eye yenyim nkania oba from JJ Rollins to Atamels to Mahama in the munkania senia etube gina na so because Kwame Nkrumah ya akosombo aboadze mo ba ya JJ Rollins mo be ye no na yen share da MDA yenyim munkania mu ye because na Ghana so eye kese ohwe saa nyoma we nyina NDC eye party na ebe form ya ban no eno ne nyoma na eda omakoma so nti wohwe na so wohwe NDC party from 92 ye ka aban na party esi hospital pa eye MDC aban enye se regional hospital nkwa omutumi sia kwesi chip compound if you say nipa na otimi mikrom te sa yeldo no obehia se sebio anajo awoka na yira obetumi na ko chip compound bia onfa ne nko interbet no Cape Coast na wotuma wo ho nti there are so many chip compounds about 3,000 around the nation and there you to be gia wo ho. That is what we call social democratic party. Now there was another political party the NPP. Now omunjina asyo saying a property owning party. Nipa omoba together before me NPP no na uko omaweko semua na eye nipa bia dodo no mo ye businessmen dodo no na omuhu se omo ya akrachefo omumu dodo no na omuhu se eye abrofo mom na wo se di Ghana so omumu dodo no omuhu se Ghana ne krampo no na nka wo se yetwa efa bi ne ma omo na omo nko ade omo nyansa ekekere sa afa no na de aka ne de sebio ye ne ayaka no yengum. It is a who study the NPP. It has always been a party omojene omonkwaho. It is a who study when Kwame Nkrumah ebe joining a UP4 Kwame Nkrumah buy na okuta idea bia na that idea no it is linked to something around socialism because read Kwame Nkrumah history now all that Kwame Nkrumah wanted to do was to make sure say Ghana ni na sebio otenkura nkrofo no sa Ghana ni no aban na hemra bia ebema sa Ghana ni na diye. So upon all the beliefs and Kwame Nkrumah wono his main objective was to make sure aban create opportunity for the ordinary Ghanaian ono Kwame Nkrumah no onim. Now emu wona omo amobeti NPP ni hu say Kwame Nkrumah adwene na eya se te se de sebio ende ye wo NDC ati 1992 no na adwene nyina ne se enisa wo dwene dodo no ho too much dwene yen ho ansa na wadwene dodo no ene ntina Kwame Nkrumah be secretary to the then UGCC no. What happened was that they realized that Kwame Nkrumah ideology kutana no enya ideology a selfish ideology na ideology a selfless na opese obiem ema sebio enye nipa kuo ketua bi nkoa na mudiye na Ghana nyina ene na ema Kwame Nkrumah enso ete ne ho efri MPP fo wi a omase UP into on se edum pempensuo bi a NPP no ekodrum pempensuo bi ma ahemfu bi a sebio na omo Ghana fa bi eka kire Queen Elizabeth wo British kro mu se omo mfa Ghana bebi omo tenen fan emma omo na de aka ne de yemfa ma Ghana fo efiri se na omo tirimu no omo hu Ghana se eni se ye nyina chichiri bom na wo se omo de omo chichiri party no ene na ma miankasa me na otumfo se tutu ebie na no emre bi eka o menhia se ne wo fa baafo akoto ene yi ni bottom sika £700 chichire MPP inti from the beginning no se ohwe party NPP bebi omo free ba adwene a etachiri ene sebio impempenso a sebio omabedru ya so hu se etise de ye chichire ebusua. It is not about the betterment of the whole nation. In this, we study these two political parties in the 16 years or maybe so 16 years MPP ni NDC this one. So we study NPP pa we say e dey na MPP aye e dey aboa Ghana nyina omuntumi kan yoma du. If we say every decision be a NPP e take bia no a decision a efa omunko aho emfa Ghana ho. So ehona uhun say from time yeti NPP no ebe sin de otumbu some say Ghana dodo for dodo mo Ghana Mercy Hospital ba kumpa yede eji Ghana for apem for sebio pregnant women. Have you been able to build one regional hospital since the inception of the NPP? They cannot show you because it is not about apem for no. It is not about the collective good. It is not about Ghana for. It is about party yedi any emuni pebia omubeye titiru. And internet we study the history of the NPP. So do want to ni MPP ni NDC for 16 years of being in power. They cannot point to one university. They cannot point to one senior high school. They cannot point to any major infrastructure that has had any positive impact in the lives of the people. Adebi omubekembiano eyo omano fanfan. So we study the NPP very well. Adebi omakasa oma yebiano, it's born out of the idea of socialism. So omakasa oma ye free SHS. We study on say and then their argument is they want to do everything possible to own free SHS. But oko Ghana Constitution na 1992 ye true muna ewom eche nipa ne pese obegia tum free SHS ewo hodada enyende ene free SHS bae nana na dankwa Ekufuado ne Bawumia in 2014-15 they acknowledged Sir John Mahama is implementing progressively free SHS. So this is not an argument we need to have, but on say e krona ye timuno amaye ho kwan ene ama nipa bi afa ye ho say ye jimi. So consistently no the NPP as a political party, but realistically, when you ask them for the 16 years Omudi Ghana, so any 16 years are NDC for Eddie Ghana, so this is just the holy grail about only John Mahama. When we go all the way back to Atamils, we go all the way back to JJ Rawlings. There are so many things, you bet my about 10 of these green books are extra a Juma a NDC, but you cannot get a book or even a pamphlet, extra a Juma NPP. Every single day when you ask them what have you done to the benefit, to the betterment of this nation, all that they can tell you and they say, "Yeni a party na ya ba any dear, ya ba abedeng abebwa Ghana." But when you ask them for the specifics, they are not able to tell you. That is the difference between the NDC and the NPP. Etumi ma metumi tinaha from the support from my team. No, etumi kacha will say. The NDC as a political party, a party be a genuine enemy and the unborn generation. Consistently, they have proven, say, Anamombia Omotubiano, it is the interest of Ghana. MPP consistently actually say Anamombia Omotubiano, it is the interest of some individuals and how to better themselves. And internet there, land grabbing. And the corruption, unprecedented level of corruption, will be there in our history. The level of disrespect for the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. If we say, Sanipa will cry in the first place, MPP for no, they were not in agreement, say, yentro a constitution to protect and govern this nation. Inti the party, the NPP, has always not been about you. It has been about a few group of people who believe in their heads, say, Ghana should be governed like a clan. And that is wrong. In the Samitnahan, then I'm a catcher will say, the NDC is the party you as a Ghanaian say, ope ye, say, you need to vote for. These are some of the reasons. Any reason anybody can contest until me making that statement. And so on this platform, we have said that Ghanaians are they should vote for the NDC and to make sure the NDC wins the up and coming elections. Now, before I make what I want to talk about today, there are so many things as Ghanaians, Yerifi, and Shona Statiano, thank you very much for being on this platform, and thank you very much for sharing the show. During our break, I did a little traveling, and I was in Brazil for a wedding. Now, me call Brazil, I saw a few things I will share with you later. But I was so as a Ghanaian, and yet Ghana Nibia, and I'm saying this to Omoto Abama NDC in 2020, about 6 million Ghanaians. There's one thing you need to do as a Ghanaian who voted for John Mahama and the NDC in 2020. So what to Obama NDC in 2020, then it means you believe in the principles and vision of the NDC. Ujidi say when the NDC, they are given the opportunity to rule, they will do what you think will help Ghana. And into the Maukoto Aba in 2020, Emma the NDC is a fact. The only thing you need to do now as a Ghanaian, what to Obama NDC 2020, is to bring one more person to add to Abana to make it 2. That's all. You don't need to do too much. You don't need to try and convince Jesus to be a Muslim. You don't need to try and convince Muhammad, peace be unto him, to be a Christian. All that you need to do is basically convince just one person to add that vote to your vote. That means convince one person to vote the same way you voted in 2020. That is all that you need. When you're able to do that, you have an automatic 12 million votes. Into every single person who voted for John Mahama and the NDC in 2020, you don't need to kill yourself. But you need to promise yourself that at least at the end of the day, you will get one person voting with you and voting for the NDC. That's it. And if you're able to do that, then it means in your own small corner, you are trying to save this nation. Your Uncle Fobo Ghana ha. There are some Ghanaians, no matter what you tell them, they know the truth. They are not going to accept it. And the NDC needs to understand this. You cannot convince everyone to vote for the NDC. And I'm talking to the NDC grassroots members, foot soldiers, executives. It is not everyone that you can convince to vote for the NDC. You will not get it. The NDC should focus on people who are willing to help them come to power. The NDC should look at communities they believe. There are people there who are willing to give the NDC the nod. Because there are some people who have made up their mind to say, no matter what you tell them about the bad situation we are in, the unprecedented corruption, Chrono, Trimodin, Yekunipa, the dollar is at 16. In their head, they feel say NDC beba power dear. And then Sebio, NPP, Engu Chrono. So such people are not supposed to be people you are looking at. Technically, I saw my bottom. So you cannot change those people to vote for the NDC. You don't need to waste time on such people. There are some people in Ghana today, when they get the opportunity to speak on Ghana politics, and I said the elections we are going in, Obeka just say, NDC for there. Sankom do before for crampo buyer apart from Mahama dia and Keye. But the question is, that same Nipano Sanka NDC and for Mahama and Ba and Kobesa Kasem for fractural because he is not ready to give the NDC the opportunity to save him or her. So people have created their own lies and they believe in it. Let me tell you, majority of Nipa more Ghana, John Mahama corrupt, 99%, they cannot prove it. But they use that to please themselves, to make them feel say they are saying things that will make them feel better. They know the level of corruption in Ghana no, in the history of this republic. It been see that. And so ubehu obi nenye fi. Ubehu obi onya kwara na otinipem osi NDC for ya kromfo. You ask him the same question about the NPP or Tumana on Peso Beka. The Obeka Chona say na NDC ba adie na omobeye. So now the question is, inti yenjama NPP in Twaso. And what is your evidence to prove say NDC for ya kromfo? And so that has been a DB and NPP I imagine say NDC beba power there. Then we will have to destroy this nation. And if we want to build this nation, such people we have to close our minds. And he say the people we want to bring along to save this nation. And the NDC should understand there are some group of people in Ghana. It does not matter. They know the worst government in the history of Ghana is Sankofui. They know. Under this, you see, there were people who did not follow politics. But because of the influx of social media and how people are able to access information, they have seen more worse things in the history. It be the 40, 50, 60. But you know, they just don't want to admit that this particular government, this party has failed. So for them to give the NDC the opportunity to serve, they would rather sit back and allow these people to destroy you. And remember, their actions is not going to hurt only them, it is also going to hurt you. On say NPP for status almost say chrono, na pensioner for nim say ebeka. NPP for studies almost say chrono na sebio omo anomo ye adwuma banks no munim say beka omo. NPP for studies say almost say education no na awofo bi nim so mumba bewu. It is the actions of these people are sometimes ye dream say it will affect some group of people. Yeni ya adwene say affect no yeni o see etu anamon because yeni obi obeka ya asamama ye. And the level of corruption abedu baby abedu no, there are some group of people in Ghana, they don't want to help. Anytime I can say, it is upon every single person to Obama NDC in 2020, at least get 1 or 2 people to vote in the same way you voted in 2020. That is the only way that the freedom and the economic freedom we need as a people, the respect your own governance, the respect people work for the rule of law, the respect we used to have for the constitutional, that is the only thing we can get it, we can have it back. But say there is no way we can save this nation. Now, let's go back a little bit and let me show you something. Excuse me. This is a story that we did, calculation. Mr. S, Mr. P, are we good? This is calculation. John Mahama Kachere say, you refia the entem. You refia the entem tinende in kofo we ebu Ghana for some mojimi, including myself. That is why today we have Ekufuadomba. They have money than the Bank of Ghana. That is why today we live in a country where nobody wants to account for anything. It is because your short memories. And adeba kwa Ghana for ya parents will be bekano krachre se sebio yejimi. And until we come to that realization and that point to accept our mistakes, we will not move forward as a people. And we have allowed some people to make us believe, say, even though you're Jimmy, that is why we are here. Now, you see this. The question here is, when was the last time you heard Mahamudu Bawumia, who is now the flag bearer of the NPP, speak about accountability? At least John Dramani Mahama and the NDC, they have been emphatic that when power changes, any individual involved in this government and in their government who would touch the Ghana Sika in a way that is not right, that person will have to serve jail time. In fact, more especially, Ghana for the day person to about because ye person e hwese John Mahama asema waka se obetwe nipa bi aso e wo krono ni dwiri mo no Ghana, it will really materialize so that we will see said there's hope ahead. And a majority of Ghanaians are willing to vote in 2020 because it's a test. It's a test to prove to the world, to prove to some Ghanaians, some politicians are the same. They say, can John Mahama and the NDC come in and people who have deliberately decided to steal from us, those people pay for their sins? This was right before election 2020. And this is calculation. And what is this about? I know you have forgotten. You are forgotten because we fear the entem. Near Tihana Auditor General Dumelivo Echo the Bank of Ghana, Echo the Ghana Commercial Bank. Echo Shomon Temu who say 52.5 billion Ghana cedis. Aira. These are the same people today. Some people are telling us to say, Inti Sesiano, Yama MPP nko na NDC mbeye 52 billion. That money went somewhere. The Auditor General who has been given the mandate to trace or track our monies could not trace the money. 52 billion. Ebesinde. Nobody has said anything about this money. Mahamudu Bawumia is part of this government. Do you think, say, Napo, any Bawumia will come to power and say, we need to open investigations into where Ghana's money, 52 billion Ghana cedis, 52 billion. Do you think Mahamudu Bawumia, Napo, they can come and say, let's open investigations into this? No. That means automatically, so Otto Obama MPP, this money is gone. Onsi Regional Hospital Baku, but 52 billion Ghana cedis right before election 20 say transfer of tax revenue by Ghana Commercial Bank to unknown source. ɛto a ɛgyegye no Ghana nyinaa no ni nyinaa end up ɛwɔ Ghana Commercial Bank, oko port, oko hospital, oko any institution bi a ɛsɛ aban agye wɛtoɔ no yɛgyegye ɛtoɔ no nyinaa saa airport Temaport immigration customs baby a yɛgyegye sika hospitals no nyinaa saa sika no nyinaa yɛde kɔ the Ghana Commercial Bank. Saa sika no kɔ Ghana Commercial Bank a adeɛ nkye so na saa sika no efiri hɔ na akɔ akɔtɔ Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana wo enemy yɛtumi ne yɛde kyekyere enye obi amaame dia enye obi papa dia enitina Bank of Ghana entumi ngu. Every bank in Ghana can collapse, but the Bank of Ghana was put together by the Constitution. Inti sikebia eda Bank of Ghana biano wo enemy yedia. Inti ajeje toa because yeni accounts or Bank of Ghana na eto bebre ni nyina no ye bie a friend no slip accounts. In those accounts in our Bank of Ghana no custom for internal revenue for DNDM for omojeje to ni nyina na edu commercial banker na eto those respective accounts mu na I then a slip it na akoto Bank of Ghana na be me no dia automatically. Now Dumelevo investigations audit Ghana yet for no asma making 2020, and we all know, and this platform was the first platform to break this story. 52 billion. What is about Bawumia can want that? No. Now Ofuriata and finance minister. Still, Ekufuado no office. All the people in the NPP are still there. They oversaw this. 52 billion. It went to what we call unknown source. So, what kind of story now? And now, this document from the Auditor General then, or say, Regulation 12 of the Financial Administration Regulation FAR 2004 stipulates, and I quote, a person entrusted with custodial duties for public and trust money shall protect public and trust monies against unlawful diversion from their proper purposes and against accidental loss, and locate such money so as to facilitate the efficient and economical discharge of public financial business. Inti Dumelevo koya investigation on who's a 52 billion naira. Now the Auditor General no answer na onto na bon bia no ohia emra ejina so answer na wutu anamo. And inti na ultra krata we no din kan ka kire Ghana for say as the Auditor General metu anamo eye Ghana fifi mu no me jina mra we so ma Ghana for ati asese say yetam aban sika hye wunsem a say yegigitoɔ na yetam ehye wunsem a yewo emra me Auditor General metume jina so edi ebusa wo se saa sika no wen efri se eye wasede se saa sika no obebo ho ban enti yegigitoɔ na yegigi Ghana to no yede ma asimesi sekuta eye wasede se saa sika no obebo ho ban saa sika no yira saa sika no ubeyi ano enti ogina eye Regulation 12 of the Financial Act FAR 2004 and na odigina so ebusa question we said makoyem pensemu Ghana Ghana Commercial Bank 52 billion yes say a unknown source bronika say unknown source so am for muntie me yes say emframa afa Kwame Amoako emframa de ne kɔ adekudie ntie ka say emframa de ne kɔ ene say baby a emframa ne de Kwame Amoako kotoye no yenim ene ye friend unknown source, so the probability say Kwame Amoako ewu no high. Inso efa Castro na say inso de Castro ko unknown source no man on earth can point to where the water took past Castro. Inti baby a inso de Castro ko no unknown source because no man on earth can locate where Castro was taken by the rough waters. In this case, unknown source, Auditor General D 52 billion, ohun say odi Ghana revenue ohun say 52 billion ayira mfram mu. Ayira ewo mfram mu. Now all credit no odudwa nsem bi mu. Eho ena wo say ehaw. Eho ena wo say wo ye Ghana ni a wo ka say na we nyina ekoso. Adenti na wo say metie Bawumia. Adenti na wo say metie MPP for. Adenti na wo say me dedien me were ehye eye MPP mu. Edien na kire said the NPP will continue power and make sure all these monies are accrued or all these monies are recovered. The probability of them not doing it is 1,000,000 times. Because they are the ones who took the money. What kind of Auditor General's statement or say? The Ministry of Finance, TA. And before I move forward, I couldn't tell me what I said and say, Bawumia is not different from Ofuriata. Napo is not different from Oforia Tau. Bawumia is not different from Ekufuado. Bawumia is not different from the NPP corruption because these are the same people he's working with. Remember, Mahamudu Bawumia is walking around the nation with these same people who took your 52 billion. So do not think, say, Bawumia has some different plan to save anything. No. The people who stole from you are the same people working with Bawumia telling you give Bawumia power. They are the ones who are working with Bawumia. Mr. S, Mr. P. Mr. S. All right, I get it. Okay, good. These are the same people, no, Bawumia nam today walking around Ghana and saying, give Bawumia power, give Napo Jimmy power, because they know they have committed a crime. Utie Dumelivo statement now, the second paragraph, this is what it says. The Ministry of Finance, in its quest, the Ministry of Finance, where after the investigations by the Auditor General, or Sheikh Ghana Sika Semun Pensemu, or investigations, or catch us say, the Ministry of Finance, in its quest to improve government revenue, engaged your services for the collection of tax revenue across the country. To ascertain the integrity of the banking agreement, we conducted a reconciliation of the flow of funds from the transit account. From the transit accounts bank statement in relation to tax revenue showed that your bank, let me take this again. To ascertain the integrity of the banking arrangement, we conducted a reconciliation of the flow of funds from the transit account into the designated Bank of Ghana holding account. Our examination of the transit account bank statement in relation to tax revenue showed that your bank, contrary to the agreement for the funds to be transferred into the designated Bank of Ghana holding account, transferred a total of 52,537,175,788 Ghana 13 pesos into unknown source over the under review. The table below provides the summary of types of revenue transferred to unknown sources, the details of which is provided in our portal. So, now, the letter that after the investigations from investigations by the Auditor General, we no letter come Bank of Ghana Commercial Bank say, investigations ye be say Ghana for twom GG in 2020 no. The Ghana Commercial Bank sa sika no sa transit account na Ghana Commercial Bank no e was sank free ho Eco Bank of Ghana. Na sa sika na free Bank of Ghana Commercial Bank Eco Bank of Ghana 52 billion rae. Your investigations no so ye be say the finance minister enemu ebedi in sawoso se ode na ebehwehwe saa sikasem no abra emra bia ni Ghana ema finance minister saa edien etumi ni say eto a Ghana fotua no ewo se sebio onemo Bank of Ghana mudi hu ensawoso enti na Dumelivo the Auditor General ebusa Ghana Commercial Bank say eye den ena kenofori atatumi ba Ghana Commercial Bank onomo de monsabe ka aye Ghana for yetfo ema 52 billion ebesinde yehuye. This alone, if you're a Ghanaian, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the NPP as a political party, saying that we are a young man, we are a young woman, na ope Ghana year. You are not even supposed to listen to them. Because one, the people who stole from you are the same people telling you today give them power. What shows or what tells you, say, when they are giving that power, they are going to retrieve your money for you. And it's not only this. Do you remember this? Calculation, your woman, me chuma juna could be so. Near to Kromha, that's not important. Near to Kromha, Abia Murefi, more short memories. 17 December, na yeti Kromha, and a Public Procurement Authority for release statement 2018. Request for approval to use single source for the appointment of a consulting firm. Yetia sika $23 million edema David Ajay Ghana for your revenue and your tamaye and your demand architect say on Fankusi Cathedral. Refi $23 million. So read this story now. And I'll read the statement from Eden Procurement Authority. That's why I say Refi no man teme into MPP for who some Jimmy. Into every day, all that they have to do is to lie to you to believe, say they came to help. They did not come to help. The NPP is a dangerous political party. Some will refuse so. We make reference to your letter number blah 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 dated 10 December 2018 on the above subject. And this letter, when you read it, it says this: at the board technical committee meeting number 20 020-2018 held on Thursday 13 December 2018, the board granted approval to Office of the President in accordance with Section 72.5B of Act 663 as amended to engage Mr. Sir David Ajayi and Associates as lead consultant, construction and supervision for the construction of the National Christian Cathedral at a total cost of $23 million. Ekufuadomo Etro Koma Edian procurement say Omuma David Ajayi as a consultant keke. To dig that hole, omutam $23 million. Ebe seen there, have you seen a block being laid at the National Cathedral site? No. Refiong. These are things. These are your monies. And remember, all these people at the procurement office, remember, time and way, not the Attorney General was part of the board of the procurement office. The procurement department, they have a board. The Attorney General of Ghana, Godfrey Dame, was part of the people who granted this. Do you think Bawumia will come to power? Now, Wabeka Chao said this money is going to follow it. No, they don't care. You forget so easily. They think you are foolish. Omo say mumudu do no tribe na edim enim enitina ehiamo omo ma enye sika. On say the Jankroma or $6 million restaurant. And the Oko Kotoka International Airport, NDC are buying through Mahamani at Tamils Nijemo. They have uplifted it and changed the Kotoka International Airport. And over West Africa, it's one of the best airports, no. And the shops there, Nina, Oforiata, Bedie Tuo, Jankroma, Ekufuado Ma, and a store so. But when I obo flag na, who defend your mono, you cannot even afford a single meal. But Omo say Mumudu do no Jimmy. You have short memories. Murefi adientem. Kiti bidam refi. It don't say ende omasa enam Ghana catch them say momo mutumi, but they cannot give you a message. On say they don't know why they want the power. So we study Bawumia and Jimmy no de chisa eyedien napona. So we tie omo need the reason to omo power. They want power because they think you are foolish. The NPP today, they want power because they still believe that there are so many foolish Ghanaians who will give them power. They don't need power because they want to do anything extraordinary for you. Let's go to the port. Let's go to COVID-19 era. Let's go to Kotoka International Airport. Yetna Kroma, cabinet ministers from the national security to the communications minister to the health minister. Sikaya Jin wo Kotoka International Airport. Ebesine. Nobody knows which company took the money. Do you think Mahamudu Bawumia and the NPP will come to power and tell you, say, they are going to fight for that money for you? No. Because now, are you understanding what we are talking about? In Tisankara Ghana Nukra, you are not even supposed to listen to Bawumia. And internet today, Mahamudu Bawumia cannot stand on any stage to tell you why he wants to be president. But he's telling you vote for him because NDC, the member of power. But on Tuminka specifically, Adikudienti Opeso the president. Bawumia Besinde, has he told you why he wants to be president? He says he wants to be president because he's a mate. He says he wants to be president because he could afford advice. But he has not told you why he wants to be president to save you or change your life. He does not have, because the bile of the party and our party does not stand for the changing of lives of the people. It is all about a group of people making money out of you because short memory. Okay. I'll show you something. There is calculation. Mahamudu Bawumia Kachiramu say NPP government to pay rent for working youth. When did they say this? Before 2020, more power. Mrs. And there are so many I can show you tonight. So many of them. And we are going to show you all these things because your person Ghana 40 CSA. Your person Ghana 40 CSA. Thank you, Mr. S. What you are seeing today, a play. The NPP, play with chat war. And you Ghanaians, mona mobe acti was some movie nim. Sa play no mona mobe acti. Omo dinka tratwo ejapade ni ade edaho. Who are the actors? You are the actors. Mona mobe ko defend omo crime. Mona mobe campaign amomo. Mona Bawumia be use mo. Mona MPP be use mo. They have written their play and they are picking you people to act for them. At the end of the day, play ni end there. They will go to the gate man and take the monies they have made. So where did you? So when did you? Sebeko yamawo. They just needed you to be on stage to perform. I'm asking a simple question. The same Mahmoud Bawumia told you before 2020. You see, Oba betia rent ama every single youth. Ghana mebunubia or Ghana. The question is, has he been able to deliver this? Does he even speak on this? Does he even speak on it? When he gets the opportunity, does he even speak on the promises he has made already? But today, as we speak, he's making some crazy promises again because it's a play. Who is going to act? You are going to act. When I'm going to sorukuno, wa was antasin abechu sorukuno, wo hinena ope corruption se eche on tumano, wo penyin toto na one person be Ghana, wo na wo be play, wo na wo be acte. O actia, they will make money out of you. How do they make money? They are going to be making billions through different means. Wo acting inti, wo jina stage performing no. Gate man neji sikana wo perform no mu wi ombeji sa sikano. So most of you guys are more Ghana mudi MPP no. They have written a script and you people are acting in it. Omu wi no mo kotene fia, omo ni omo ire na omo ma omo sre. Because you are foolish, because you have short memories. Now, Yeti Kroma and these same people told us Ghana to get back on PayPal by 2020. Is Ghana back on PayPal? This is the same man walking across the nation. He catch Ghana for say make him president. Obusa said, why do you want to be president? Or say, oh, a good for the Jimmy to make me president. Oh, I was mate. He's not telling you. The main reason why he wants to be president is to help those who have destroyed you become more powerful. That's all. And who is going to make him president? Who is going to make those powerful? Mo amobe active or movie nimuno. Sa play no matrono. Mo na mobe active. Why does he want to be president? He has not been able to tell you. He always tells you, because I'm a mate. Because my driver and Jimmy. Because I have a different vision than my driver. Why do you want to be president? Ontuminka. Na wo catch na wujina so. Ontuminka. Now these are the same people. This is the same man. Mahamudu Bawumia, Okada, Trotro, taxi drivers can swap old cars, bikes for new cars. 2020 no the win election. Omuchros play mamo and I'm acting in it. They made money for the past 4 years. I must try another script mamo. Mwana muchi Okada, mwana muchi Trotro, car na Bawumia car se ode bremono. Samia ukumu be gina stage ewo airdien. Circle e catch mu Okada for se omo be mamo cars and cars no way. Unim sika Samia ukuenya. Sometimes when you talk to people, because they don't want to accept the truth, from 7 January 2017, nobody has paid, no taxpayer has paid money to Sami Jemfi. No taxpayer has paid money to John Mahama. No taxpayer has paid money to Joyce Bauer. Taxpayer BNI Ghana with Sikama NDC Nibia. From January 7, 2017, every tax it has been paid to Samia Wuku. It has been paid to Bawumia. It has been paid to Eugene Ahin. It has been paid to Jefferson Saki. It has been paid to Akusia Menu. It has been paid to Samira. It has been paid to Rebecca Kufuado. Jan Kroma, it has been paid to Bidi Etu and his wife. Every single revenue, yadijibia yadi amasa ankofo, including Achichidie Ekufuado. Now, I will say, and when people start to talk, then you question the wealth in this shortest time. The question is, people like Samia Uku, Ejuma normal yet to this point, because at this point, as I sit here, I've not paid any money to anybody in the NDC for the past 8 years. No. Samia Uku Kosia vocational skills was the DND Legon. Today he's one of the richest men in Ghana. How did he make his money? Samia Uku was just a youth organizer. Near to Kromha and a Eugene ne yire Okofarechi ebechre mansions upon mansions Eugene in a space of 4 years till now we're making the billions of investment. We pay our taxes to Eugene because he works at the Jubilee House. And Samuel Abujina Pokachere say the number of Ensasia or no war Ghana no ahimfu bebre or Ghana munibi. Samuel Abujina Po before 2016 ne juma benoye. We need to get some things right. Let us not let some fools ye busa de ninsasim and ye busa ninsam. As I sit here, I cannot go after somebody the taxpayer is not paying. I'll be a fool to do that. Why should I be investigating John Mahama? I don't pay taxes to John Mahama. Why should I be investigating an NDC former minister? He's not in office. Why should I be investigating somebody who was in office and no more in office? Why should I skip somebody who is currently in office, who is supposed to answer questions and tell me what he or she has done with my money for the past 8 years? So where is the argument coming from? These young boys, they had nothing. Today, Samia Ukune, Eugene Ahin, Jefferson Saki, Adkosia Menu, Samuel Abujina Po, all these people are billionaires in Ghana. And they know the houses they are buying in America and buying in the UK. Whose money is it? We've gotten pensioners, any teachers, 30 to 40 years. They cannot afford a 2-bedroom house. Their pension money has been taken away from them. And these fools, these criminals, we have failed to question their wealth. We have failed to ask them how they came by the money they have now. But we are looking at the opposition we don't pay taxes to. Actually, Jimmy. Nana B, go to Kumasi. Otun 432 ahimfuni binim. Oba Asafo. The lands Nana B is taking in Asafo. I have documents to show you. Unim Sika Nana B area. Do you know government lands, these people? Go to Kumasi. And they all know these things. Why are we not questioning these people? Why are we not asking them where they got the money from? Why are we now refusing to question the people who's almost to go ask people who don't have access to the food? Why are we being stupid? Why are we making people divert our attention from accountability? Why are we allowing ourselves to be used by some group of people who think that they are entitled to lead? Samia Uku to Eugene to all these people I've mentioned, can they account for the money they have made? How much are they paid? And that is what we need to do as young people. We need to question the people we are paying. I will never waste my time on an NDC person because I don't pay a dime to anybody in the NDC. If a member of parliament who is being paid by the taxpayer, I can investigate that member of parliament when their issue comes up because he's being paid by the taxpayer. But an ordinary NDC person who has no portfolio, I will not waste my time on that person whilst I want Kofua who are stealing, who are making billions, and we don't want to question those people. Actually, Jimmy, we don't want at the end of the day to save this nation. Why are we destroying this nation? Yeah, the same Bawumia. This is what he told us. Flashback, Trust in Ghana to go digital in 2020. Before 2020, I'm trust script mamo. I'm see scripting, and I'm just say Trust got digital in 2020, and I'm got tuaba, and the Trust na got digital in Ghana. Why is anyone listening to Bawumia? Adentina ahimfu bimpo ema Bawumia the opportunity to enter their palaces. Why are young Ghanaians entertaining Bawumia? What happened to all these things he said to you? What has happened? A whole political party has been in power for 16 years. J.A. Kufuor, the 8 years. These people have been in power less than 3 months. They'll be 16 years, have spent 16 years in power. We can't question them. We cannot say that they are corrupt. The things that we know, can't we question them? Who are they? Why are chiefs? Why are queen mothers? I don't know, software a protected crime. Do you want us to wait for another political party to come to power before we speak? How are we going to get results? Now, see this. This is Mahmoud Bawumia today. Before, Okada, Trotro drivers can swap old cars. I've told you. Now, let me show you something. And that's sorry, yeah. Mahmoud Bawumia has come out with a new message. Me catch you before we went on break. Me catch Ghana for say the NPP, they have no message, and they've never had a message from Edubuahin's time till date. So we study Ghana politics. When you about analyze Ghana politics, the NPP has never come up with any genuine idea, any genuine policy to help this nation. Never. Unless you don't want to be honest to yourself. From 1992, the NPP has not come up with anything. And I can challenge any Ghanaian on my platform. Every single person on my platform can challenge any Ghanaian. Said the NPP came up with a genuine idea being SIDA. Yes, Statifri Kufuor. Every single thing that Kufuor spoke about had already been implemented. National health insurance. It was being implemented even Kwame Nkrumah time, J.J. Rawlings time, Atamel's time. There was nothing extraordinary about J.A. Kufuor NHIS. And you people know. We can talk about numerous things that the NPP just garnished through their media, the Akan media. The NPP has not come up with any genuine idea to date. Every single thing I'll bet is the NPP Akano, they carve it out of the genuine idea of the NDC. And one day we will take our time and step back. You will see say every single thing. Now, then and can they free SHS on them. The first time we heard free SHS, 2014-15. So why is today free SHS something new? And we have been able to prove to you, say, it has been in the constitution for all these years. So what is new? The reason why the NPP is doing everything possible to hold on to free SHS is because they know it does not belong to them. It belongs to the constitution. The constitution of Ghana drafted free SHS, not a political party. So why today, Argentina, a whole political party is bent on making sure Monfamaya, because they have never had a genuine idea or Mankasa crafty, it Ebwa Ghana. They've never had it. Mr. P. They have never had it. It is a study, and it is becoming obvious. Me catch them before our break. Mahmoud Bawumia can never come up with a message. Never. Because there's no message. The NPP was born out of lies. They have never had a message from day one. And Mahmoud Bawumia catch Ghana for say. And then and then Mahmoud Bawumia asked more can say, and let me play his own words. Now break it down.
We will make access to mobile phones affordable. And the mobile companies, you're betting Kita home. Now the mobile phones, Amanipa, that Mafia, Watria, 1 city, 2 cities, 1 city, 2 cities, Kakaka, Namotria, mobile phone before 80. Yet this scheme air Obia, because we need everybody to have a smart device. We will make it easy. We will make access to mobile phones affordable. And the mobile companies, you're betting Kita home. Now the mobile phones, I'm a nipa, not Mafia, one city, 2 cities, 1 city, 2 cities, Kakra, Namotia, mobile phone before 80, Yadisa, scheme, every Obia, because we need everybody to have a smart device. We will make it easy for people.
This is your presidential candidate. This is the guy who is knowledgeable. The Bawumia and then the policy didn't say, mobile betia mobile money amagana mobile phones amagana for. Inti orana buying a bar. Na okoto mobile phone na esi abane be boa ma wetua 1 city, 2 city, 1 city, 2 city. Me catch them say these people are idiots. A slogan. Today, a young man in Ghana ohiye juma. A young woman in Ghana ohiye juma. Wako school 4 years, 5 years. Wabetina ne papa nchen ema di obedi kura edin or treat table and sana wada. This same young man, you told him 8 years ago. So would be a friend Napko aba, would be a friend the you start aba, ebemane juma masani pan believe you ebema to me. For 8 years you have been paid millions to take care of yourself and your slave queen wife. Wait to me enya sikama wo yire papa enya ambassadorial job. Wo yire nuanom enya positions wo Bawumia, you have made billions of dollars. All the promises that you promised these young people who basically thought that you are truthful, you have ignored them for the past 8 years. For the past 8 years. You are the same person who came to tell them in their nursing training colleges. Kachram said, you are going to make life better for them, create more job opportunities. They should give you their vote for 8 years. Today, these young people, omni omo maamene omo papa no monete. Ebi muntumi nto draws enhye oba besia sebi obuni nsa e kire okosu kire bema e mane mane sika koto pat. These people believed say na o nyanse bi a obetumi asesa omobra for 8 years. And the funny thing is, for the past 8 years, your salary and blockade bakumpo. Every single car pay the amount. A dime be a person dem unya. Utu kwan bi a sa brante we mbaba we any chia or first class. Ajantra for ugu omoso. These same young people almost taxes 52 billion, almost $12 billion a year 2020. These monies are these young people their own monies. But can be chiro mo no mu se woni munyansa. But can be chiro mo no mu se when put there we Jimmy but or trese at least onim nyansa o sa ka kire omo say nyansa wo nyina na say oba ebu omo mato mobile ato phones na omo tuaka we Jimmy. Are you foolish? How do you think as an individual? The only way a politician able to menya sa audacity to do that and then say Ombu Mahamudu Bawumia does not respect Ghanaians. He made this statement at Savannah region. Bawumia does not respect Northerners. Hey? And the Gonja King has sent a message that Ben Awoti said on Hinekesiesa Nibuofua to the point where he's releasing a statement says Samuel Abujinapo does not have to come close to his land. It is because these people titru entafo no more MPP muno omo ntafo so mo Jimmy, and that is something they have done for years. And internet today, because Bawumia has no message, make catch them. We have done communication. We have followed politicians. We have analyzed these two political parties. I swear to God, Mahmoud Bawumia is one of the most daft politicians Ghana has ever produced. Me say, Yatia Sano, at my age, you don't need to tell me what I want to believe in. No. At my age, me dimoko edinchine, minim dia meye eye ene dia nye. At my age, I have 2 kids. I have a wife. Me nyakwara. I have seen Matuaba or Ghana, metie politicians left and right. I've looked at their lifestyle. I've looked at things that they can do. This group of people led by Bawumia, they are the most dirtiest, low-thinking individuals in the history of the Republic. Yepe abaya omunya the opportunity to change the lives of Ghanaians. Na ye MPP fuwe. Time omuji the power from John Mahama. Everything had been set for them. From consolidated fund to ESLA to our education to our economy, all the way to the level of infrastructure. Everything had been set. All that they had to do was to step on the pedal for it to move smoothly. That's all. The amount of oil and coffee in the history of the Republic, that opportunity. The amount of revenue in the history of Ghana, opportunity. So you could see clearly that there are a bunch of fools who can think. And internet today, with all the things going on, Mahmoud Bawumia catch the Ghana youth to say, "Mame kwai na me be president na me mwa on the top phone with Jimmy." And then yes, with Jimmy keku. Oh, who say with Jimmy into all didn't say na didn't a smart mouth. Because you see, Oma who kwai so being treated so a Jimmy for and no treated so a Jimmy for. Oh, say Oba on the bear matino. Or man who kwai na bear man bono. I keep saying here, and I keep saying this. Where Jimmy are and no be treated so a Jimmy for. When you give yourself the chance to be seen as a fool, people will treat you like a fool. Oba or pese bear ma bono no, or no man who kwai ma bear ma bono. Because Oba onim se bear man near dangers of a bono, or best son in your marco. Actually, the way Jimmy, and I even though you're born or not, at this point in our lives, now Obi cut 24-hour economy, creating job, creating opportunities, not for just the youth, creating opportunities for artisans, creating opportunities for people who basically, at the end of the day, want to also create opportunity for other people. People talking about 24 economy, touching every sector of the economy, which is in line with the National Development Plan, which at the end of the day, every single Ghanaian, whether in the city or in the village, will get access to government help, will get access to be able to also create opportunity for their fellow Ghanaian. We are talking about 24-hour economy. Somebody at Nawaka say, Women's Bank. Senebeya Emma can walk into a bank boldly and access money to take care of their business. We are talking about another party telling you, say, today as we sit in Ghana, as we live, they are going to streamline a lot of ideas in Juma for people to create opportunities for themselves and for other people. Solid, groundbreaking policies that are practical. That can basically, at the end of the day, if 80% of it is implemented, 70% of unemployed people in Ghana will get jobs to do. And majority of them are not even going to be dependent on the government. They are going to be self-sufficient by creating their own employment. Then the opponent who is still in power tells you, say, to Obama me. Now to Obama me. Otofuna, now the 1 city, 2 city. How long is that going to go on? And this is what you want a debate from, and you want John Mahama to come and stand on the stage to debate this clown? Are we foolish? There's nothing to debate here. There is nothing to debate. John Mahama will be the greatest fool to share a platform with Bawumia to debate on what? To debate on phones. Mahama need people who are intellectually sound to debate, and not this kind of jokers. We are talking about serious issues here. We are not fooling. We are not joking. Ghana is at the brink. We are almost done. We need hard-thinking people to make decisions. And you get the opportunity to talk to the young man walking out there, say, maybe the president, Atomame na otofuna na mabuwa muwetia. Where Jimmy? Na jantile ni kwa nebe saying that on to iPhone 15. Jantile form nam Ghana, omni nebe matre kwa to iPhone 15. Is that your policy? Your policy is to buy phones for people? I'm not sure the difference between these people and the NDC. And I'll show you this right after this short break.
Ashanti Region NDC, on John Mahama, what by a fundraising? Yibima, Mawinton Kobo Kumide, was it just Kakakra? The war NDC, executive 5 Ghana City, 10 Ghana City, 20 Ghana City, 50 Ghana cities, and I'm able to make Chebiara. Fopwa, Sikambia Repedas support no. Send the Komomo number 053 88 945. Momo nominee 053 88 945. Shannon So, Ashanti Region Fundraising Cocktail Dinner with John Mahama Nankasa, Arpado, Friday, 26th July, and it be 5 o'clock sharp. Golden Big Hotel Kumasi, and Mahama Nankasa Rupata.
You're back. You're still watching Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. We're streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C., the most authoritative platform on the planet right now. Now, before the break, we were talking about policies. And you see, there's a reason why people call John Mahama a visionary. The pace, Mamenka be been there. The pace, Sana. John Mahama, Eddie Ghana Econo, and I said the NDC as a political party, the pace they were taking Ghana, no. Sometimes I don't blame Ghanaians. We did not understand it. It was new. Idea unim. Something you have no idea about. You have no idea about. What you don't know, you don't know. So when something new is thrown at you, and it's thrown at you at a pace where you are not allowed to soak or exhaust it well, what happens is, what I would say, Sadiano is basically something harmful. And from 2012 all the way to 2016, in fact, let me start it from Atamil's time, from 2010, because John Mahama was Atamil's vice president. The kind of thing now, Atamil's, and John Mahama most started throwing at Ghanaians, it was too new to us. It was so difficult for us to understand. We got so shocked to the point where it say wako asoribi na you were not expecting say someone be so powerful. Na ura sorry them ho. You thought to say, oh, what have we been invited to? Software without attention. But ura sorry them ho. The kind of things are software can. And the details, any hidden secret even one kasakrano urefibia software no no. One shay na say one ye very very steady. Why give us a soft for the cramp no ebonsam? Because the amount of things any your man obe reveal no, you might find it difficult to absorb. You might find it difficult to understand and to say this man of God is actually genuine and he's telling me things. And this one you're very careful. Sanyo mane betuma ba wankasa na ebesha wo so ma wadwena ya wo se ebi asofo ne obi akodi wo ho nkomo e na asofo no eridi wa brabo mu nsam kirew. The pace ana John Mahama Eddie Ghana Echo, the level of advancement, the way the NDC plotted Ghana's development and how they basically implemented it, now you're too myopic. Now you do that level to absorb those things all at the same time. Because imagine you live in Accra. Adiabachini is UGMC. Your whole life. Anything close to UGMC, a TV so now a movie so now. Imagine you have lived in Accra for a long time. Suddenly, Rich Hospital now Uchema Ayefino. It is being built in a different way. You see the data center. Or Tamale, Ubonse regional hospital is just cropping up. You get what I mean? You are in a community. Now, Odikro, young man. Ubonse, you see chip compound. Ubonse, you see E-block, Eukronim. If you don't take time, Obaji is a politician, because what you don't know, you don't know. Who will be that? The pace at which these things are coming, you might think that the person is doing it for power. It's majority of Ghanaians are now more finding it difficult to understand the path. And not John Mahama and NDC person of the economy. At a point, they thought to say NDC was doing it for power. But the NDC was doing it because that is their mandate. That is what the party represents. It's a social democratic party. It is their responsibility to make sure these things are done. In 2014, 15, 16, even when John Mahama was implementing free SHS, building schools, Ghanaians started to say, why are they doing this? Why do you have to do this? You want power, that is why you are doing that. But they didn't know, say, at the long run, it was a vision that had been carved a long time ago. It has been a vision. Ghana for we were supposed to start, but because of delay and what we call procrastination, into government upon government could not go to the pace John Mahama was going. Into utmiu eye ahemfo. Unipa atitru. They still did not understand because majority of the time they see all these things when they travel abroad. And they thought to say, Saban now in this short pace, this government led by this young man is building this Temahabo phase 2, doing this. Then people start to question and say, almost happened to me, but they were not looking at the long term. The long term impactor ebebua Ghana. Inti majority of Ghanaians were confused. They didn't understand. And you know, the NPP were on the sidelines confusing Ghanaians and telling Ghana for say, so when John Mahama see hospital wo Ukruma because opportunity. So when NDC chip compound wo Ukruma, it is because opportunity. So when NDC regional hospital wo Asantimemua because opportunity. The NPP were at the end of the day confusing the people. But it is the mandate of every political party to make sure, say, these basic things are put together to help the citizenry. Now, near to Kromha, 2020 elections. From nowhere, John Mahama Kachere say, Okada, which has come to stay, Sa Okada no, obe streamline Okada no. It was new. It was shocking. It was surprising. But there's one thing too we could not fight. Okada had come to stay. Every single poor man or rich man in Ghana, lawyer, judge, every teacher or policeman, welder or a mason, every single person in Ghana, we were doing what? We were patronizing Okada. But when John Mahama came and said, this thing we are patronizing, that has become part of our lives, we, the NDC, we want to streamline it so that at the end of the day, it will benefit you, the citizenry. It will also create opportunities. The NPP came back again, and I'm catching Ghana for say, he wants power. But every Ghana Nibia or Shemi and Adrinim say, the people who fall below the poverty line, your source of transportation or form of transportation is either Okada or Pragya. You cannot buy a car. You cannot join VIP. You cannot hire the Uber. Your only source of transportation is Okada. So why would you, as a Ghanaian, not say this is a good idea? In fact, this thing started slowly. It has gotten to the point whereby everybody is taking it. Somebody wants to streamline it. Or per se, ebe jina te se sibia ye fo taxi a unsuro. Opese ebe jina tibia sene ye fo VIP basa also wunsuro. Opese ebe jina sene ebe ya yebenya arehyiemu ama imbebru ni bi ni Ghana fo bi enye adwuma aye efrimu. But the NPP quickly through Samia Wuku, they came to Edian second omka kire mo say Mamu Ntuma John Mahama Okada ekunipa in Ghana ade ekunipa kese e ka in Ghana ade ekunipa kese wo Ghana e ka. And so Samia Wuku any MPP for any Bawumia and kanjo say Mamu mfoka abiem evise ka abekumu almost say John Mahama nko aka say obe streamline Okada ne nko ade a ebekumu inti uti Ghana fobi ade inti na John Mahama nkofa ne yire ne mba embechi Okada. See, so now the vision that was supposed to change lives, the NPP, they were able to tell the people, said that vision that was going to create opportunities, that vision, it is dangerous. Recently, I traveled. I went to Brazil. I went for a wedding with my family. And I stayed in Rio de Janeiro. And everybody knows the Rio. Moamako Brazil, the Copacabana beach. The neighborhood I lived. It's one tourist destination. Brazil is a big country. Now, me call Brazil, I realize to say there are a lot of Okadas in Brazil. And it's not just Okada, Nipa THD. When you go to Brazil, when it comes to Okada, I'm a friend moto taxi. Moto taxi. When you go to Sao Paulo, when you stay at Rio, their source of transportation is Okada. 90% of the people are almost the middle class and below. Majority of them are motorbikes. So I was like, what's going on here? This is Brazil. This is Rio. This is where the world basically enjoyment the obwa Brazilian bat near the I can't smell the Kibiaka. Ebu I said no I fiko beach I said me I said no fast I said me stretchy say I said almost I did I guess so. But you know, I was in that country for 2 weeks and I realized to say the Okada business, it is not a joke in Brazil. In fact, I didn't go to Brazil to work. There was one thing my daughter Zara Debio catch me. Every time I tell that you're working, we are going to Brazil. Don't bring your laptop. She knows. And I said, I'm not going to work. We are going for Zav's wedding. After that, we will stay for a week. But when we got to Brazil, I was like, no, there's something happening here. We all need to know. It is Oko Brazil, Okada. There are two types of Okada. They are into. They have what we call the motor taxi and what we call the motor delivery or motor courier. Now, these two types of Okada in Brazil, so about Brazil, every single person takes motorbike. And it's so interesting to the point whereby motorbike riders, whether delivery or those who have passengers behind them, they all one way or the other work with the company. One way or the other, they have unique numbers. And when I say unique numbers, they are registered. And the people in Brazil have come to that realization, say, you cannot run the economy of Brazil without Okada, without motor delivery. In fact, in Brazil, they have motor Uber. Do you know? Motor on call. You can call Okada like the way you call Uber. Yeah. In Brazil, in Rio, you can basically go on an app and go find a motor and say, I am standing in front of Asimesi Church. The way you order Uber, they have Uber motor in Brazil. Uber. And they have different kinds of their applications. People, Uber delivery. When say Uber na Ghana na, Uber Eats to America. They have Uber motorbikes in Brazil. I employ a chunk of the youth. Do you know that? Now, in 1994, around 94, 96 is when Okada started in Brazil. 1994. How did it start? So when you read, I'll go back to read a history of how Okada started or motor delivery started. It was a banker. Some guy used to work at the bank and I'll talk about 10 motorbikes. And I'll start the man for say, I'm going to find a short distance. That is how motor taxi, motor taxi or motor delivery started in Brazil. When you go to Sao Paulo, when you go to Rio, they are all over the place. Now, you will need a license before you can be a motor taxi rider or a delivery guy. You will need a legitimate license, like any ordinary Ghanaian who has a license. And also, fast forward in 2009, the Brazilian Senate got to know, say, Okada has come to stay. The Senate. And I say in Ghana, I say, it be a parliament. They came to that realization, said, no, Okada has come to stay. So in 2009, the Brazilian Senate approved the standards. I'm going to say, okay. You see, I will say, everywhere you pass in Brazil, there's somebody doing Okada delivery or passenger wise. Until the Senate or the Congress says, say, then we want to do what? We want to approve the standards. You need to have some things before you can write this. TA, the government did not take over, but then the government slowly wanted the people to understand that they have recognized the Okada. They cannot get rid of the Okada. They cannot cancel it out because majority of the people are taking Okada and some people are using it for delivery. So the government took a decision. Now let us put a standard. Let us do what? Approve a standard. That's our standard in the Uhia and Sana wait to me echi Okada or Brazil. So what did they do? What they did is they said the age and Sana wait to me motor taxi and I said motor delivery, no, you need to be 21 years and over. And also you have to also have a category A license. So in Ghana, you need to have the bike, you need to have a license into when the friend streamlining. So the Brazilian Senate decided to do what? Streamline it in a way, send a beya. At least people will know, say, this kind of business is being regularized. Because if you don't, it is not going anywhere. You, as a government, you need to find a way to make sure, people who are riding motorbikes as delivery men or as taxis, they are at least going through a process before they can be on the street. So you need to be 21 years. You need to have a license a license, and you need to also pass some tests before you can be a motor taxi or a delivery person. Now, all this, people attended training before they could get on the street to ride a bike. In fact, when you go to Brazil, you're on call for Okada for private companies. Some people do it for themselves. In fact, there are some people who work for Uber, Okada Uber, and I said delivery Uber. There are different ones. There are people who work for those private companies because some of the private companies, they pay better than Uber. And when I talk about Uber, Okada or Brazil, Uber delivery or Brazil. Some people decide to work for themselves or work for other companies because the rate at which they are paid per a kilometer or a mile, those companies pay. And remember, all these companies are being regulated. They have to pass a standard. They have to have some license before they can say, this person is working for us. So technically, the government, even though it's not directly involved, is having the overall oversight. And I say, yes, the oversight of every Uber activity in the country. So, Okada is not a joke. I've seen it myself. I went there myself, and one day, I wasn't feeling too well. I told myself I need to share this story with Ghanaians. So I decided to use my phone. But the phone, I'm going my iPhone, this same guy. I decided to basically go on the streets and do a short video about when it comes to delivery with motorbikes in Brazil and motor taxi Okada. I decided to do a short video, interview about 2 people. The longer version of this documentary will be on YouTube, which when we publish, we'll let you know. But I want Ghanaians to see what is happening. Say, John Mahama Kachre Ghana for say, Okada has come to stay. We need to streamline it. There are people in Brazil who are doing better because they are motor taxi riders. They are delivery riders. It is not a bad idea. This is the time we need to embrace. 1994. And Okada started with Brazil. I have gone to see it myself. It's going now show me the NPP they are bad people. But let's take our time. Let's watch this. First of all, yending can share the delivery. Okada delivery. Now we had a conversation with a gentleman. Remember, this wasn't shot with my cameras. I carried along my camera and call. It's just my phone. And the translation was done by my friend, the grandpa, or no word in Tia McCoy, and I'm drag and say, it's my wife's friend. She's been our friend for a very long time. I had to because they speak Portuguese. And me Portuguese and Portuguese to interview. So she also helped me in the translation. Let's first of all watch a delivery, Okada delivery in Brazil and what people involved, they had to say. Remember, this was shot by my phone. I held it into. Don't expect it to be the most sharpest interview. All right, let's start with this.
He can tell us his name and what he does.
Fala pra gente seu nome e o que você faz.
Meu nome é Vanderlei e eu sou entregador tanto da Uber quanto do iFood.
Das duas companhias, da Uber e da iFood.
Explain in English.
His name is Vanderlei and he's a driver for Uber and for iFood.
Okay. How long have you been doing this?
Tem quanto tempo que você faz isso?
Eu já estou há uns 2 anos trabalhando por entrega mesmo.
He's been working for 2 years with the deliveries.
What is the process like when you want to be a delivery person? Do you work at a company? Do you do it yourself? Do you need a license?
Como que funciona o processo para virar motorista para Uber, para iFood? Você precisa de uma licença específica? Ou você trabalha autônomo? Como que funciona?
Não, pode ser que a pessoa trabalhe autônomo. Só que a pessoa precisa ter habilitação com categoria que exerce atividade remunerada e precisa também fazer um cadastro na plataforma, na app.
So in order for him to work for Uber Eats or iFoods, he needs to have the proper license with the government for delivery, and he needs to register with Uber and iFoods as their drivers.
Okay, so in terms of how much he makes, I know he works at a different place too. He has 2 places he works. How much does he really make? Is it enough to live on that?
Em relação ao salário, o Uber Eats e o iFood pagam a mesma coisa ou um paga melhor que o outro?
Não, o iFood paga bem melhor. Então, o iFood paga por quilometragem. Ele paga 1,50 por quilômetro rodado. E já o Uber paga só R$1. Então,
so iFood pays more than Uber Eats. iFood pays 150 reais per kilometer, and Uber pays R$1 per kilometer. You also asked before if his job is helping him to be able to sustain himself, right? Ele estava perguntando antes se o trabalho de entrega pelo motoboy, se é um trabalho que te ajuda a conseguir sustentar a sua vida ou se, tipo assim, em relação a outros empregos, construção, se essa é a melhor escolha.
Então, vou começar pela minha história de vida. Eu morava na Bahia, cheguei aqui, comecei a trabalhar na construção civil. Dinheiro maneiro, tá muito pesado. Aí eu vi que motoboy também dá um dinheiro maneiro e não é tão pesado. Então, preferi trabalhar com motoboy do que na construção civil.
A little bit about his life story. He's originally from Bahia. He came to Rio de Janeiro he started in construction here. It pays really well, but it's a very harsh labor work, manual labor work. So when he was researching the moto jobs, then, you know, it pays just as well, but it's a lot less physical for him, so it's a lot more advantageous for him to do this job.
Okay. Are there more young people getting involved in bike deliveries? And then how has it seen it?
Você tem visto que tem mais e mais pessoas mais novas fazendo entregas de motobike, ou o que você acha? Ou varia, assim?
Não,
tem de tudo?
tem muita gente, principalmente pessoas mais novas. Porque estamos cansados, né, de trabalhar de carteira assinada e só dinheiro pro governo, muito desconto, então não sobra nada pra gente. E como motoboy, eu ganho bem mais que isso.
He's saying a lot more young people are doing the motorbikes because the government doesn't tax them. If you work here with a signed government job, then you have to pay all the government taxes. With the moto, right now, there's no taxes on this, so it's a lot more advantageous to work as a moto boy, because the other way, the government just eats away all their money and they don't make much after that.
So this is the motorboy, and this was the interviewer, a grant here with delivery. This was just delivery, and so Utie Abrantina Sana Okana. His name is Van der Helly. Is a good guy, a very shy guy, and Utie Sibiana Okanen Samna. On free Rio or by Rio or by a construction eduman obey, but construction edding construction eduman or no to me. But sika mutia for construction no a day no the same as pay riding the delivery bike in Rio. That is the part where I was like, no, there's a problem. Ghana for your jaya home MPP for that die. Or see, on free Rio, on also by Rio, cap, or also by or by papa, or by an no construction. Now your construction will say you ding on to me yet. And no who say Okada or delivery. Now the amount of money on your delivery mumu the same as doing construction job. He was talking about how young people are into motor delivery. And that is just one sport. They have different companies, over 20 bikes, 30 bikes. Young men are all there. They have their bikes, they are working, they are making a living. This is real. John Mahama said he wanted it to be like this. He wanted to streamline it. Senebeya, a young man can also create opportunity for themselves. We cannot all sit in the office. You need a level of intelligence in your pay. But all that we can do as a nation is to make sure as we move forward, you may be a baby, you bet me a shaping year and affecting the. We all understand. Okada be a start here today cry a year before, but we can still do better by making sure say the right qualification and right trainings are given and the right aid and protection by the government is given for people to also create opportunities for themselves. Now, and so I decided to say, okay, now let's go to Omuye Okada Nankasa. What makes them different? Do they have unique numbers? Are they also doing a different thing? Okada swa ewo Brazil no, how is it? Now so Brazil na so Okada na. They have different spots. And every spot we could be an omu unique color, omu use any unique number. Into every single rider on the street of Rio no, or a unique number a one chia, identify and say you this Okada, so you're violet, so you're blue. So you're greener. You work with a particular company, you have a unique number, and if anything happens, then I know where to go to question the authority. Even in Brazil, no, they have been able to, at the end of the day, as a government, constantly distracting me. As a government, they have been able to make sure, say, a jumana a buy those times illegal, almost streamline. Now let's go and see Okada for Nankasa. And I kept saying from the beginning, say the longer version of this interview, we are still working on it. It will be on YouTube. We'll let you all go there and watch. But these are short ones because of the show. Now, the Okada for Nankasa. So, in fact, I forgot to take my helmet. Into mention helmet, but hey, at the end of the day, it was just for the cameras to turn around. Mention I good with motorbikes society. Just pardon me on that. Now let's go watch this too.
How long has he been doing this?
Quanto tempo que você tá motoboy?
Motoboy desde 95.
Since 1995, going around.
Is it good business?
É bom trabalho para você?
Para mim que não tem patrão, trabalho para si próprio.
Para ele, it's a good job for him. He works for himself.
So you should tell us how he gets to become the procedure, the license.
Como que você conseguiu a sua licença para fazer motoboy? Você tem que aplicar para o governo? Como que funciona para ter esse número aí? Trabalha para si mesmo? Você não precisa pegar permissão? Aí, tá.
Okay.
Works for himself.
Do people make does he know anyone else who has built a house or like been able to take care of their kids in school?
Esse trabalho ajuda você a conseguir pagar a casa, cuidar dos seus filhos. He's able.
Em obras, em construção civil.
E aqui paga melhor. He's worked in construction and this pays better.
Can I film this? He has a unique number, right? They all have a unique number.
Esse número que você tem, como que consegue esse número? Aonde você tem que pagar a taxa para quem?
É uma cooperativa que eles fazem aqui. Como avança.
Aí tem o número daqui, cada lugar é diferente. Aí você tem que pagar uma taxa. E tem que pagar uma taxa para cada número. Entendi.
That's good.
Obrigada, viu? He's asking if you want to go on a ride.
Yeah. I'm so terrible. Sort one like.
Lugares maravilhosos.
Mas ele não quer dar uma volta assim não, ele só quer subir a ladeira e voltar. You just wanna go up the hill and back, tá? Ele só quer subir a ladeira e voltar. Só até ali, ó, onde tem aquele carro. Ele tem muito medo de moto. Se você puder só fazer isso. Ok. Okay, you get up from one side and down the other.
Yeah. I'm glad as well.
Ele te segura? Sim. All right, Kevin, let's do this.
Ele vai ali e volta. Tá no Brasil na maior. Pô, melhor do que o montão aí. Né? Melhor do que o montão aí, só daí que prende todo, né? Ai, deu, né?
I was good, right? I was shaking. Thank you. Thank you very much.
So yeah, so you saw it for yourself. This is serious. We need to take it serious. Yenya, a whole political party that is saying say they want to streamline it into Usha. That is one station, and you could see say Obia or Obia one unique color and line out who no hono. And yet passengers in the bar into it is organized and baby obekobia or color how we use it. Into they all belong to respective companies they work for. Into air dana, we have a lot of motor riders in Ghana, passenger ones. And then the end to me streamline and created mama. This second guy too was working in construction. Wejai or see why Okada 1995 no start Okada o. 1995. Na 2020 John Mahama say e was a Ghana 40 ase. Na Eden na yetumi streamline no. Eno ano no NPP for Samia Ukumu said dabi uchi Okada obewu ni nyansa. This is real. This is Brazil. This is Brazil. They even have QR code. Ewo monta adema obetuma scanning. They call Okada on phone. Also no QR code. Omo code nyina wo omatare omo jacket nim into betuma scan it. You get every information about the rider. You get every information about the company that rider works for. And the kwase bi gina wo ka kire say to abama no meto phone ma wo na o metua wo phone ma wo. And the MPP phone message. You took Ghana for omo ntiase. Obie ni obetuma ka kire say Okada business is bad business. When it is streamlined, it's never bad business. Eye ejuma uni nipa dodo mo Rio. Brazil so in Ghana 500,000 times. Brazil. So in Ghana 500,000 times. Uni the number of people more Brazil are the delivery any Okada. And all these people are proud of the job. And the people have come to accept it. So why are we doing this to ourselves? This is a policy from 2020. We were all supposed to support it and insist the government streamlines it. And the acronym and way from the NPP. They keep lying to you people. Ghanaians, Mamika be binchamo. Sa NPP for way, they are bad news. A tribe ain't no party. And yet Ghana. Hey. Today in Ghana, this is a story every single Ghanaian should be peeved about. And you know the reason why majority of the people, they have issues with Okudjato Ablakwa, and nipadodua omo issue with Okudjato Ablakwa no akamfo titiriwa santefo. And I'm going to say it. You see, the work Okudjato Ablakwa Ghana no. So won se obia di Okudjato Ablakwa tem. On se mrebi yete se nkofo bi wo Kumasi aye press conference. Ese Okudjato Ablakwa de nesi akamfo MPs ho and ogu omu ase, but they could not bring one document to say so Okudjato Ablakwa asemo kan oboa. Ejuma Okudjato Ablakwa ye his oversight responsibility as a member of parliament today in Ghana. Na say ya Ghana ni na a problem with it. Na wo sa Ghana ni wadwene wo fom. And yes sorry ya. Apart from nsase ankofo we area. Listen. So when mun sasia MPP for area aban sasia anka ya Ghana ni a anka hu se MPP gina ha anka obetwam. Remember, in sasia ankofo way through Galamsey oma say no Ghana. Yenka ho asemo. And the menoka say Ghana Water Company for the statement about say eye asantimemu barakesi nsuo no eye Ghana Water Company for almost say omo ba beto omo machines munim. So am for won kan kire mo ho. And the Ghana Water Company say because of Galamsey, because asantimemu ahemfo edi omo ho agi Galamsey mu omo mu bi omo semon sa asinti Ghana Water Company barakesi nsuo na monom no asantimemu no and almost omo betum for almost a week. Adan ya was omo ye machines ni ye if we say a thin in the chemicals omo de sunny nsuo de ni no nsuo de ntumi nte intend oba Ghana Water Company almost say hefa before I met was my mama announcement no almost say baby to say Ghana Water Limited has announced that it will conduct repair works on the 900mm transmission line at Breman Ahemfu due to perforation. The repair is a result of the drainage construction from the Swame roundabout to Breman Ahemfu on July 12, 2024, which caused damage to the transmission line. To facilitate the repairs, Ghana Water Limited, in a statement on Monday, July 22nd, requested the closure of the Barakesi water treatment plant on Wednesday, July 24th, to allow Ghana Water Limited engineers to work on restoring the transmission lines. The affected areas will include Swame, Tafo, Pankrono, Asokwa, Bantama, Sokoban, Kronom, Brekesi, Menshia, Otumfu Ankasasa Aseso, Oforukrom, Kwadaso, Atasamanso, Kochi, Edum, KNUST, blah, 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 blah. The issue here is, enye interchange bia omu ye bia eye galamsey na asay the machines na omde ensuo no galamsey ena asay machines na omde ti eye galamsey nsuo ni mamonom no wasantime mu no enti se modwen se mo ye obi a mo ya mo ho and the kidney problems ene yare bebre ekoso no asantime mu dodo ena AC yekoka na akoda ne politics obi tan obi na wuwu ni esie wa meka ho. Let's get back to this issue now. Yes, sorry, and yes, see, Ken Oforiata ansana ofri abaimuno. Sorry, ofri the position akoji the foreign the finance minister position Jubilee House no. The latter part of the time na ofri the finance ministry akoshe Jubilee House akoye foreign finance minister no. $34.9 million eno sign ye said the ambulance 307 binom ko kraba itontura no. Almost ambulance nobody abano. Almost de ba be maintenance, spare parts. Almost be shishe. Inti Ghana for atisika $34.9 million. Yeah, de ba be ma company bia. Almost de sa spare parts no. Any sa repairing works no. Almost ba be $34.9 million. Technically, $35 million. The ambulance near to the same. Now, say, we calculate 307 ambulances. Now, we divide this at 34.9 yeah. That means the ambulance biano $113,000 any of the repair. Tie. And the okuja to a blackwa at the document about Bontini. Document no the Bontini no. Clear, and nobody has been able to contest the document. Nobody has been able to say Kratana or the Bayano or Bois as a member of parliament. Nobody has been able to do that. Now, Kratarimuno, say, Ken Oforiata share the accountant general say $34.9 million on Chioma company bia a Jankruma, a Kufuado band boyfriend or Nigeria India. Na sa company no omo babe ye the maintenance on the day any spare parts omo de babe hye ambulance bi no omo kraba 2019 no mokai ambulance bi na be bonyu mo kira o fecho ntontra na omo krai no mokai se jakpa asem wo ye e court no mokai se big C4 eton ambulance maye omo sade edien eye spare part e de bibia kan ho at their own cost ende nana do danko Akufo-Addo Bawumia most of for ambulance 307 million aba. 307 ambulances. And no more be a company wo Ghana. Omo for ambulance ne ba no. And no be a company. And no say yenia Ghana for no yemfa sika $40 million and from a company no. Na omo mfa nkoto to spare parts and from be repair ambulance no. Ote Ghana ha. Now at this point you are still saying say anti NPP no Omunkona NDC mra. Now the question here is, say NPP yes anyoma we nyina na say yet Ghana na because of tribe and sebio jiminti we don't want to speak on it and kick these people out. Na dey na wo message be na wo send e dia kwa bontene a anase adwene be na wo what are you thinking? Do you think say who ignore we na we kwa ade chi a ade foforo bi beba abe solve sa problem nana? Okujato Ablakwa today is being insulted because he's being insulted because at the end of the day no nidini enye kwame amwako. At the end of the day no onya santini ba onya kaniba inti se Ghana for omo MPP for area sika na se oden krata akraba na obeka kire mu se enkofo we wiam a na ya dane no the tribal. Right now we are not even looking at the issue, we are looking at the messenger. There are so many people in Ghana. Omunim say sanyomo nyina no kure. But a free okujato Ablakwa honkwa abankwa de entiase. Adentra oya hunani aboa. Inti nkwasiafo we area ya. Yenga nkwasiafo omo wi afiso omo ya kamfo. That is the problem in Ghana today. That is why you see a lot of people quiet in Ghana, not because they don't know what we are talking about is true. It is because the person sending the message is not one of them. If we say Onya Santini, there are so many people who don't like me because it's a fact. There are so many people who don't like me because later nobody say Kevin Taylor ne mame ya ba. So if some betna kwana some kan okura na chena abra onim no kura na the fact say me maame ahunani no asem nanka say beji Ghana no peso beji atum. And that is the foolishness edidi Ghana for bitrim. Let me tell you. There are so many people they don't like me not because of the work I do. It is because me maame ahunani. Automatically na adwene ye ne say adentina ahunani ba eti TV so kasa Ghana for enim. Ahunani ba de wanka boa. He does not have the space to speak. Into kuja to black kwade oye. Senka ye MPB a ofria santimemu ana akamemu a the approach some of the people are approaching this matter no anke be different. A bit different because oye akaniba or the right to speak on Ghana. But because oya uneni, because osa belonging to NDC no, say Ghana ne shekrampa, we have to keep quiet, and it is a fact. I've experienced it. There are so many people in Ghana who don't just like me because what is Kevin tell them into everything that I put out here, every fact that I say, every single thing I say, automatically na drink okasa ne maame uneni into enye den uneni ba. And it's a fact. And that is what they have done till now. And internet na put me jina platform so abra in less than 10 minutes or 2 say ordinate tete no otimbe jina platform so edidi Kwame Nkrumah tem because from day one, and then the team say, Kwame Nkrumah at the end of the day, no, onye ni pebia or simple say, nanko so diganenim. So it is something that basically, one ni pebi mu Ghana, and we cannot save Ghana because among for are looking at how people's names sounds, where they are coming from, omo papa ding, omo mami ding, before they look at the issue. $34.9 million. Till date, nobody has been able to come out to contest the document Okujato Ablakwade Abonten. Till date, Obienwa wotima contested the document. Now, look at something. I'm sure idea. You see this guy. You say the MP of Doma East. Now, when you read, anytime you say MP before we. Omunim se MPP for do na Jimmy omuntumi nkenkan te brofo nko school papa nti. Omudi ato omutirim se so person ko join MPP a ka so ye lawyer enu ano no. Enye bi na nanse omuyi no se Napo constituency. Also a lawyer. We Jimmy Kura so a lawyer nti onim nyansa. Enti the MPP no because do no MPP nko school. Enti in the eyes like when you go to the land of the blind, obi anani ba akokra ho no ona ye the king. On said do one in Kosku kinkai tiasia into Debiano, Omuna they are quick to say so one kinkai because Obia or Bombiana fast. Debiano or some defense mechanism. And people no doing years of a catch up so school. Or a lawyer. Where Jimmy Kurano catch up so a lawyer, that's all. In this always study NPP for MPs do na Obia so a lawyer. Because they don't even understand. Because with your monkola brem, they catch up one say, Kasoya lawyer, Kasoya doctor, Okasa pon nyansa. Inti party na akoya party bia dudo no mudi party ne chino they are not intellectually smart to understand the say obu wa title keke does not make that person intelligent. And until they can have somebody like Ekufuado normal rally around Ekufuado for about 20 years I didn't try see Ekufuado not a lawyer but only certificate but Ekufuado cut to omutim so a lawyer. As far as our Catholic team or a lawyer, no MPP support and be do it. On say Bawumia ba also an economist. They don't ask for your credentials. They don't go deep and read your thesis. They don't read your research. The moment they could for the catch the MPP for say Bawumia economist and no. That is how the party is built. Now this guy, this is his first time in parliament. And Okujato Ablakwa releasing a statement. No? When you read the whole statement, when you read the statement na a document enye Okujato Ablakwa any create na a free abaimuno. It said say Oforeta instructed the accountant general to pay $34.9 million to Jan Nkrumah's boy's friend company just to have spare parts and repair ambulances. Now, finance minister Kenofurata Emma instructions no the total amount finance minister Kenofurata those times the accountant general was to pay $34.9 million. So that is the total amount. Now after Kenofurata instructed the accountant general to pay that money, the accountant general was able to pay $10 million. That does not mean that the $39 million will not be paid. It means we still owe $24 million out of the $34 million because we have paid $10 million, meaning we still have $24 million to pay. So we are still indebted to that company to pay the company $34 million. Actually, wait, Jimmy. Actually, document now Now, you see this idiot. It is because Ajima Menu and the about Parliament own the numbers. This is first time in Parliament. Olidi NDC Nino with not more than 5,000 votes. But this fool today granted interview and he was ranting. Adentra or say, abine into $34 million. Okujato should retract. Now abine to $10 million. You don't take $24 million and over. The total amount of money we were supposed to pay, or we are still supposed to pay, is $34 million. $10 million has been given out. Now, here na over kind document we are want to see. Kwasi ampenyi we Doma East, mumusa Doma East for say. Akwa de nimu prekesen pikant se MP uno. Obeye MP wo Doma no. Doma East no ade na ode aba Doma East ni din de Paul Aprekuchum. Ote Parliament ena Jimmy on vote ode ba Parliament. Less than 5,000 votes. After the rigging and shooting, Kwekwa Jima Menua no oye health minister those times oni Kenofurata ka omutiri bon ho a omode contract we ma Jankroma boyfriend Nigerian Inti because Kwekwa Jima Menu is the one who sponsored this guy to come to Parliament quickly he started fooling himself. Now hear this idiot.
It is quite unfortunate to defame someone of amount of money that he has not paid. And then you put out there saying that he has paid that amount when you know that if you critically analyze the document, that amount of money that you are talking about has not been issued. So why are we going out there making it look as if that the man has paid an amount of money that is extreme? If you calculate all the monies that my brother put out there, it sums up to 120 million, of which the minister approved. Indeed, in his submission, he said he approved 34 million on the 9th of February. The minister approved only 10 million on the 9th of February. This is it to the controller. All that I'm telling my brother is that whatever he's doing in protecting the public purse, in trying to protect the countries, whatever it is, we may be happy. But he should take his time in doing this so that he may not put people in a position that they don't find themselves due to his haste in trying to make some, maybe have a scoop, if I may say, the you media guys that you call it. So what I'm trying to tell my brother is that, I think it's honorable to go back, record those documents, apologize to Honorable Ajima Menu and Honorable Kenofurata, knowing very well that, maybe yes, I thought I got the dates right, I got the documentation wrong, I got the date right, but the documentation were wrong. Probably I'll go back and get it right. And I don't think it will hurt him. It's rather will put him and put his credibility as he has always, placed it higher level.
You see, is it not disheartening that we bring in ambulance, 307 ambulance, then the company that brought in the ambulance, that company could not add spare parts. Jakpa case never court no. The big C guys they shipped spare parts at their own cost and added it to the ambulance. You see, adding ato force na control letter. These people bring 307 ambulance from a company, and the company does not add one spare part to the 307 ambulance. Yeah, the ambulance in Bedru Ghana we no, and almost be a company say, sa company na yensen to company ne ka. And this fool with this wide mouth like Panasonic mic is telling us, say, oh, we paid 10 million because he sees nothing wrong with it. If we even paid $1,000 for ambulances that the company could not guarantee or add parts to it, then we are foolish as a people. So this fool wearing a Vietnam suit, this is his first time in Parliament. Go to Doma East. He is there defending $10 million. Oh, we have paid $10 million. You go out there and get ambulance without spare parts, without any strategy to maintain the ambulance. You come to Ghana, you set up a company within a week. Jan Kruma, who is the daughter of the president's boyfriend's company, and then you give them $10 million and say, oh, we did not pay $34 million, so Nanu so Jimmy, and so my brother. And you sit in Ghana and you ask yourself, say Jimmy Fowe, where did we go to omu free? Banchi ben omoni omu boy ya. Sa at the end of the day, sa banchi no, any omu nyina bo fryer from so be nipa. Because when you read the document, it is clear. Now let me show you this. And among what the constituency, don't be the kwasia bankra better space, baby a red, baby a green. Now no bagaya se Panasonic mic to talk can kwasia sem. He sees nothing wrong with $10 million. He sees nothing wrong with the government bringing in 307 ambulances without any plans of repairing the ambulance, without any backup plan of air and spare parts to even be able to maintain the ambulances. Today, as we speak, there are two forces in court. Big C 4 about 30 ambulances, almost has spare parts. Kwasi afo we abetena kurom ha. Obiambo Jimini wait to work can kwasi some say $10 million spare. So Akuja Tablakwa should apologize to the former health minister Ajimamenu and who bon jaw to say oh free. Ajimamenu kwasi ampenya or kofa COVID-19 drugs without checking. Ajimamenu Kurobian kosi kuni to chene. This fool committed genocide. Because kwasia way Ajimameni na so so man de parliament area sika de ba yenti na no se boto abetra kan kwasia say just 10 million. We should apologize to your stupid god Ajimamenu. Now look at this. Some way na yama more opportunity no the parliament. Now read this document. I mean read it with you, then you will understand. When you read the document Okuja Blackwa published, it says establishment of letter of credit in favor of MS Service Ghana Auto Group Limited to procure spare parts for 307 units of ambulance vehicles. Me see, say a $100 crowd for spare parts for somebody has to go to jail. Big C, Jakwama 7 court no. Big C added spare parts, a whole container of spare parts to just 30 ambulances. We got crack 307 ambulances. Yamfa one spare part and can oba ya oba junkie na your friend Jankromana or bot drag no. Or no boyfriend Nigeria ni abuano and na be a company na mo betua $40 million. Now we tua $10 million. Wa no se boto abetna kan kwasi asem aden akwasi be aton space won kran amount. Now when you read the document, this is what it says. Please refer to the Ministry of Health letter number MOHKA 3.17/17/01 dated 6 December 2023 on the above subject. 2. We write to acknowledge receipt of your request for an amount of $34 million. For an amount of $34.9 million. Let me read every single thing. Vietnam Sweet National for an amount of how much? Now, so 34 million, that's your 10 million. Why are we not supposed to speak about it? Now, when you read the document, it says, we write to acknowledge receipts of your request for an amount of $34.9 million. That is $34,904,505 for procurement of spare parts for the maintenance of the 307 Mercedes-Benz ambulance purchased in 2019. So this document from the ministry was saying that they have to be paid that money, and the total amount is $34.9 million. So 34.9 million here, 10 million. Akwasia. Who feed the token cabet now? My brother should apologize to Kwekwaji menu. Jordan who feed narcotic control board guy. One no Jordan so pro. We should do what? We should apologize to Ajima Menu because that fool brought you to parliament. Now, when you go to the third paragraph, the ministry is only able to fund up to the tune of 10 million. So let me finish this. This ministry is only able to fund up to the tune of $10 million out of the amount requested and recommend that the Ministry of Health finance the difference through NHIA. The Accountant General Catcher Finance Minister say $34.9 million now. Right now, you bet me 10 million. Now, sir, 24.9 na akano. The National Health Insurance Authority for and the MPC country and so. Are we foolish? Kwasia wishes Vietnam should not know bagaya say. Jantra for draws we paid only 10 million, and my brother should apologize to Ajima Menu, George Niwen, who see. That's the total amount of money. That is how much the Accountant General said he could pay, and said that an NHIA should pay the rest of the money. So, what are you talking about here, Mr. Fool? Adena Muyam Kwasia Force, I'm with Jimmy. And a Doma East for more opportunities a bra parliament. Wano bagaya se kraba bra parliament. Nebe ka asem nebe jet nyomana emwa Doma East for se nebe ya Ghana for sikanen say. Why ube bi boto abetra parliament kwa siasa sa pepa egugu table so che won say unim nyansa. Na won kwa na kan brofo. Law school papa be na akoye. Enye mediu law school ya na de abeduru ha. E dia de papa na munim kwasiafo every day. Well, no Jantra for draws size 38. Abejra can kwasiasem adenya o kan enti enjai. So you feel say $10 million is nothing. What does the document say? Did Okujato Ablakwa put this document together? Is it not your own finance ministry and the accountant general? You are a foolish MP. Maybe your Doma East will not vote for such a twerp. And Kaoba had an uncle church the Ghana for the 1 year. Udin kwasiafo echiba 2020 ko bunko fo bun ekunko fo G power no. Ah, what about parliament? Nanka what said the Wayama Doma East for? Wano bagaya se Nigeria for kuraba be gina kan kwasia sam adan a o hye nkwasia Vietnam suit bi nti yenso so mo jimi mo yese Ghana for ye mo ana mo yese nim nyansa na ejimi ni bi ewura parliament. Since this fool went to parliament, I have not heard him speak on any tangible thing. He has not brought a bill before, he has not moved anything, he just sits there the two thing. And I know Doma is the former young Kwasiafo. First time no opportunity. Now one kasa kokwa Ajima Menu no on parliament obebim. Now udu Jimmy instead of you to support for these people stealing from us no to stop no. Why wa no bagaya say Nigeria for Ibadan for kuraba be gina be kan kwasiasem say and my brother should apologize to and then get Jimmy. What the mo kwasi asem na mo de Ghana ho no obi ntwemusu tu ntira on. Now let us show you something. This is another problem in Ghana. Why no say Ibadan for Kuraba betan my brother should apologize to Ajima many na ye china body trimutuo kwasia ko se COVID about wo ye ma menom ama abuo furu na nam Ghana yenku ni tunture ka say ya apologize to Ajima Menu ne ho jot ne ho nicotine to say 55 embassy and I just ye nko pa Ajima Menu che wo bodam on the over parliament nti kwasia to. Did you read the document before you came to speak? Now sir, ex-taxi driver we okay cancel. And sometimes no I dey be ameka say mo bia hinia ene cover problem ne ba. Yes sorry. Ne etama hinia de mo bia keke. Ene ne cover sa problems we ba. And you see, it is looking like this man or more of a problem than Sebio Abosum na oti omo because Abosum e understand anka we nkenisa nkoda ho na nanam ho. Now don't sabotage free SHS today. Papa we ne catch the Ghana for say Ekufuado yeduapa enkwasi asem ekoso Ghana nyina under the NPP. He does not see it. Oh sorry na go to be na ehye ne sien no watwitwu ho no abetena okeka nkwasi asem. Yeah. And I'm upon the bedi DM I'm matem say ye na criticize Ekufuado aban ye ma me no abeyfo. Na wo hwe beyfo we be catch them say ye na ma me no abeyfo. You see what they are doing? Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado sa free SHS or the buy no. Free SHS no abe say education no. It's a fact. You see, they be a catch Ghana for politics. I am for more Ghana nyina politics. Amu wiya no bubato so. Papa we or one dangerous old man. Now say me dey so about America besa no ho yare. Ada no one tena chebiansa no ho yare. Now say no nanam ha. Ne yare ba ye ne twoba ye de be nante ya ne besa ne yare. Ene sa tam the 2 weeks mu ne sa ne koye. Now you see, instead of them to be blunt, instead of them to tell the government that the free SHS needs a review, right now they are blaming matrons, they are blaming headmasters. Now kwasiafo Ekufuado the free SHS but na matrons na headmasters no money order that. Were we seeing the things we are seeing today? Your headmasters, they have been there for 30 years. Matrons, they have been there for 20 years. Your bezes, your normal managing schools, no, before Ekufuado Jimmy Wede, this stupid free SHSR on to me review engine, you know. Not teachers, woman order that. Did we experience the same thing we are experiencing? No. It is because the implementation is wrong. It is because the people leading this, they did not think through it. And you are penny for and cause someone catch up and say, hey, anything you put out there, any new idea you think you put out there, you need 6 months to review it. Right now, so you're paying on Munyansa. Now you care about the education of young Ghanaians. You are supposed to tell the government to review free SHS. And so you're paying kwasia. Politics in the young ones, no, Omabra boss say you will do politics with it, and you start to blame people you are not supposed to blame. Memenya kwarao. And at the end of the day, we are all Ghanaians who contribute our quota to the development of Ghana. You people are hiding behind Akonya, Kitty be Amudi or Ghana, and I'm what they say Ghana. Politics time udra, and I'm yeba. Now so a drew campaign timer, and now when I go for a Bible betting nobody di Ghana for them. Those times now in Tenchie and a Numuncio, Nipan a Bayan Suma on we are not supposed to blame any Beza. We are not supposed to blame any teacher. We are not supposed to blame any administrator. We are supposed to blame the process, the policy. The policy needs review. But because politics are dokromo, because people don't want to tell the truth, because one time who does not know in Ghana that today free SHS is destroying our education than anything else? Who doesn't know? When yemeto sebi, when yeme pauchow, na wonkwa na nanum ne free SHS. Wonkwa womba ne free SHS. Ye nyina ebusu afọ kobi. And ye nyina ne ye chichire Ghana. Oyo hini odi no ofie. But when it comes to talking about a policy that affects every single Ghanaian, you are not the wisest. In fact, it is better you stay out of politics, because why general, it does not get to that level of thinking about Ghana. It is only active when it comes to your small kinship. I'm telling you, mona must say Ghana, mona must say Ekufuado man din kwasiasema bedruha. On kwasiasema kwaso Ghana, you don't see it and you don't hear it. You only hear politics. And I have for a opportunity to speak in front of politicians and no mubube. Na almost share a bechi, no more politics. And I have for a kasiye, almost to Ghana kruwemu. Asemoba also kind of kreno, na almost share a bechi air politics. That is our problem in Ghana. They cannot go straight. When they do politics, no matter for a be, no be defend the politics no more, you know. De deba di oyabua. De deba oyabua. Kokoba ene nimunyansa. And these are the people. In today, I'm catching Ghana for. Omo must say Ghana pa dodoni ahemfo no. Last me catch them what I say. Every project in this country, a politician, whether left or right, a commissioner or he need to be. When you pick this book as the green book, every project in this book, your commissioner, no he need to. Me say, when you pick this green book, a DB o book we mu bia NDC for a year or Ghana omo commission na ohene to wo. Inti then now to me catch them say I him from war Ghana and they don't know what is happening. They know 99% of them they are doing politics. every school be a yebesi. Every school be a besi wa Ghana. Yebe biano. On hino okromo ati webi. Ye ka omo ye politics wa Ghana pa e ahemfo. Metuma bobo hospitals eastern region. On hino we mumusa ne say, what's up with Galamsey in his community, in his own region? Yanti kroma or tisa tuoma embrante bobo tuo ni krum. Galamsey or tim and the Galamsey or tibi no da fana motium or tibi no for the fana shwase or ti Galamsey no da fana CH. Galamsey ninja or Chuck Norris or the Galamsey mu. And no dear, it's not a problem. Nanado Danko Kufuor and Kanche say he is coming to fight Galamsey. Go to Ohiniwe Krum or ti Galamsey no atarana to Galamsey or tundi ye nimsa American soldier no that Galamsey mu crocodile. Those things you don't see it. You only see Jandam. Obeye Jandam. Nanado Danko Kufuor and nobody has said anything against free SHS. Obia is in support of education in Ghana. You cannot impose a policy that at the end of the day ever say education. We need to review it. It is Bawumia say they should review the free SHS before 2024. And you are blaming teachers almost sorry humachi enam insuom enam ewiem tutotuto nwuro mu kwakire nkwara de omo na mu blame omo enkwasea foro mo tenkran na omo no mo jantra for SSA GMPCC kama mo edi birthday. You can't blame them. Mun konwa na bekum ato atwene. We are bad people. Your time GMPCC kama mo na ma famous na mo age na mo de Galamsey nsuom se ndenchem. You cannot speak on that. Galamsey chief to say you are a disappointment. Uchi taxi wa broche chi taxi na medwin se oto na wote so na wote wo hwo aso no ebema bibia ba otim se mikofie na se mikotata nkofo koye hene a meye bibia sesa Ghana tane anim se wote wo hwo ase a wotwitwi taxi no na wadwene bone na wo wutirim mo na mo say Ghana. Some of you these chiefs me menya akwara wo ukọ mebusuye mu a eyie ba metuato membe bunko todwe wo wonim enje aduane ndin survive. And the area bomb and I bomb area. I have to find a way to take care of my family. I am not going to fear God and stand before you men, hypocrites like you, who do not want the betterment of this nation. You are enshrined in your foolish tribal bigotry. Mona mo say Ghana no. Say Ghana bonde eyamo. You people are bad men. You are bad elders. Mon kanu kre. Once someone nana no mako gwa brochire. And I'm what Ghana na yeye mudiodium na nkofo na isisi for dimu chiti sem punching. And I'm mu treat him nkofo sem moa. Speak the truth to this dwarf for him to do the right thing. Motete Ghana yenka monim. Mogi sa mo so che nyankopon. Mo so na mo hyehyehye Bible chi ke kan kwase asem. Enkonya na motete so no. Se yenkonya pa a mudi no kura o sanka munya mu kumotomo twene. Mo nka no kore. You are blaming teachers. You are blaming bursars. You are blaming matrons. The person who implemented the policy. Why are you not blaming the person to review the policy? Bad old man. The respect we had for you, it is gone. Respect. Why should I respect you people when you cannot protect the same land you are sitting on? Why should I respect you? Abra wonana no mutu Galamsey etwa wa hemfie ho hia untumi nka bibia, but you have an idea about free SHS. Galamsey atache watete afama motuom ode agisa afama hwase mo de Galamsey na tia afama wo se American soldiers amode da atache mu Galamsey mu American soldiers muntumi nka ho asem. You are quick to talk about free SHS. Now see this. I'll be back.
Waka Waka Waka, Ashanti Region NDC, Manuchan Mahama, what by a fundraising? Again, Libima, Mawinton Kobo Kumite, was it Jesse Kakakra, the war NDC, Executive 5 Ghana City, 10 Ghana City, 20 Ghana City, 50 Ghana Cities, and I'm able to make Chebiara. Fopwa, Sikambia Repedas support no. Send the Komomo number 053 88 053-88-17945. Momo Nomanini 053-88-17945. Shannon So, Ashanti Rigid Fundraising Cocktail Dinner with John Mahama Nankasa. Arpado, Friday, 26th July, and it'll be 5 o'clock sharp. Golden Beam Hotel Kumasi. And Mahama Nankasa Rupata. Waka Ashanti Region NDC, Manu John Mahama, what about your fundraising? Yibima, Mawitinum Kobo Kumide, was it just Sikakakra? The war NDC, executive 5 Ghana City, 10 Ghana City, 20 Ghana City, 50 Ghana cities, and I'm able to make Tribiara. Fopwa, Sikabia Repedas support no. Send the Komomo number 053-88-17945. Momo Nomanini 053-88-17945. Shannon So, Ashanti Rigid Fundraising Cocktail Dinner with John Mahama Nankasa. Arpado, Friday, 26th July, and it'll be 5 o'clock sharp. Golden Beam Hotel Kumasi. And Mahama Nankasa Rupata.
You're still watching With All Due Respect extended version. My name is Kevin Akobe. We're streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. It's exactly 7:01 p.m. U.S. East Coast time is definitely 11:01 in Ghana. My man Chamo, free SHS near Jinaso. NPP form said there's nothing. Free SHS. They are trying everything possible to hold on to free SHS. Almost started from digitization. When was the last time you heard Bawumia talk about digitization? And the Ghana phone now be from JJ Rawlings time, NDC4, and na omode internet ba Ghana, LA fiber optic cable around the nation. And the Ghana for no krano, Ghana card, NDC4 and started printing Ghana card or Ghana. The facts are there. On said they have moved away from digitization. On said it's been a long time you heard him talk about Ghana card because Ghana for no krano. On said the only thing left, and they say they want Ghanaians to believe it's a free SHS. Today, Bawumia is walking around. Yeah, trust speech man call for someone kind. Today in Ghana, Mahamudu Bawumia, they are using teachers, they are using people. They want to force something in the heads of Ghanaians. But Ghana phone him no kreno. Now watch this. Time crack. See some script Bawumia mo akotrose yenkai.
Your Excellency, under the MPP leadership, several developmental initiatives have been rolled out nationwide. These initiatives have made life bearable to a large extent for all Ghanaians, of which the people of Wild West are no exception. The visit will definitely be remembered forever with a simple reason that you are our beloved son who has shown us respect by coming to officially announce to us as your parents that you are vying for the position of the presidency of the Republic of Ghana. You are assured of our constant prayer and blessing on your journey in becoming the next president of the Republic of Ghana. Your Excellency, MPP government since 2024 has given us a lot of developmental projects in the district. These initiatives include: 1. The Wild West District was created by the MPP government in 2004. The MPP government have given us the biggest project, that is the Agenda 111 project. The MPP government have also given us few duckhouses and dams, that is the One Village, One Dam initiative. The district has also received some few road constructions. The free senior high school program is also in progress. School feeding program are all beneficial to us, and for which we would ever be grateful. Your Excellency, the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, and flag bearer of the MPP, I cannot end my short address without touching and commending the MPP government again on the Agenda 111 project in the district, which is almost completed. As chiefs, we can assure you of our support to enable you continue the good works of the new Patriotic Party after 7 December 2024.
Yes, about Wild West. Aqua we are okay, Ultimate ice cream. The position, the agenda 111. Bawumia transcript ready ama ujaf. Yakoto Vietnam shirt biama Sudan. Yakoto Sudan shirt wo anti yala shop wo en yati ano de se en ya trama no. En wa begina ho. The ultimate people, the MPF, also the position, and the agenda 111, and the few dug out and downs. Akwa ojinawe. Ukwa wa west siara obuso mo se akwa nsem oken. Onu anka se ni we hu dam. Enye check Norris movie mu a anka we hu dam da. Agenda 111 on chiro bebi esi. Dug out to say there na oka no. Akwa went to make ice cream. And the wabegina on the trust creator and the position and the NFP and the 2004. Wait. Kwasi adibia Bawumia no slim. And yes, slim for pana. Said you obu penny for we nan koma china shebotom. Trog bi kwalom the necessary ne ko. Ya tron kwasi script man. What script? What script? Bawumia ni team at script the amano. Sebe kain na City News Samens na no tafrega bi to te sa ponche no monkobo na Ghana fo nka say hey Bawumia ya bibi o wa west me say metime bie phone lines na ma wa west fo omunche bebi agenda 111 yesie wi anipa kom omunche bebi adam ne da free SHS wa west fo say duane wo ho mpa enkura nya bebi da na wo papa peyintoto a enche obewu wabejana the position senate na gu trisuo Yakoto eye Sudan for shirt ba kwa ma oniam 300 Ghana. Kikan kwasi asem. Erade. You see, my man can't the youth of Ghana. Some penny 4 way muno. On say recently Sakwa with Jimmy way. And I need to address this matter. You see this guy. Time I know Jimmy no, I wasn't around. Akwawe. Ope a typical foolish politician. Politician na adwene wo forma wada ada we Jimmy Akwawe. Let me tell you, the MPP as a political party, Ghana yetin your age group we don't have to waste our time on them. We just have to pray for them to go out. Now, this new generation, we start to work on their mindset to get to that point. On says Jimmy we ko gina platform so a odidi Kwame Nkrumah tem. On say omo that age group a omo ne Kwame Nkrumah see so a omo nim dey see majority of them are hurt. That apology na Jimmy we dey beto abontene no. He did not even write it. Let me tell you for a fact. Napo ensema Napo gina platform so kan no. Enya adebia wonu no hu. Napo is not feeling any guilt about what he did. On say owie no sa ko gina eye Western region ka kire omo say ono de oka no kore. Enti we didi Kwame Nkrumah tema. Obi anfa no kwase ankoda. Sa Akwawe because of politics inti no ware. Enti nyansa ono ankasa wo se obetuma tena se aware no oni bi. 55 years. And Kenya politics and worry. That means the irresponsibility started not today. His life has all been about Ogujantra Foso. It's any politics where Akwawe nka on tisika sa okwari oba. Sa oba ro wakasa mwateda. Sa oba na napo ware no. What is say we gina bedwom wakasa mwateda. Sa de bi de n'echi no. He is irresponsible to the core. Time na napo ekasa about Kwame Nkrumah, mo Kwame Nkrumah a odidi kofo bu nyina atem na and yete Ghana na adwen say napo the letter tantan bia banti asem de na asem kono in Ghana today. So ya Ghana ni nne na say asema napo kafa Kwame Nkrumah ho no wo say napo kan tra, then you don't know where you are from. The one person, with all due respect, you are still allowing Napo Dems and MPP for way to disrespect you. Napo asem okaino, enye out of excitement. Napo asem no okaino, ewa ha, e free ha. Some arrogance, some also oya arrogance no, oya arrogant. Napo is beyond arrogance. Napo trimuno, Obia only MPP mua only sa mentality obiano oyekwasia. And you see, for some time now, the MPP as a political party, imagine said this statement Napo made about Kwame Nkrumah. Imagine J.A. Kufuor, with all due respect to him, the level Endu J.J. Rawlings when it comes to governance. Imagine say NDC need a general platform or car say these things about even Kufuor. Yeah, Papa Kufuor, gallon. Kufuor Ghana at 50. Kufuor 50 cents. Yenka say NDC need a general platform po a car say mo papako and asa mo Kufuor no. Do you know what would have happened in this country? Me say, yemfa say Jiminy we asmo okan sa kekena. Mojin said na it's because of excitement, out of excitement. No, it is not because it wasn't out of excitement too. It is something that they have been trained with. And yet something they believe in. They have always not respected anything Kwame Nkrumah. If you are a Ghanaian and you believe in the ideologies of Kwame Nkrumah, and that's how we are Ghanaian all respect Kwame Nkrumah's style of leadership and the contribution when he served the people. These people do not respect you. It has been with them. The ashe akomamu aburusuno and the pie anoba. Adena Napo kan hono. Na Napo wasn't overexcited. It is something that is part of the NPP. Continuously. Any politician be our Ghana be what try to at the end of the day follow the steps of Nkrumah or try to create opportunities or toe the line of Nkrumah of trying to create opportunities or opening up the country and giving other people the opportunity through building or through putting together companies. The NPP as a political party, they don't like that person. And I will stay there. That is why I keep telling you, the NDC has been in power for 16 years. NPP, I can't bet 3 months, not much about power 16 years. They cannot point to one regional hospital. You know why? Because the party does not stand for that. It is a Utie Napo, that's a Napo Din Nkrumah term on such a platform. That's a who's a majority of the people in the party. Mama can't show. Napo Jina platform so Din Nkrumah term. Eka say young Nkrumah no. Have you heard any council of elder in the NPP talk about that statement and said Napo needs to apologize publicly by not just writing a statement? What to say our council of elders? Hakumro Uswajiman, Michael Kwe, J.A. Kufuor, Omo Maka. Have you heard any elder in the NPP come out to say Napo, this is wrong? What we? The executive from the chairman to Pentium 2 general secretary to that foolish Nanabi Mune, Omomwa said, have you heard anybody come out to say, Napo, no. At least if there's one thing, respect na, yadema yenyenka se nko for mote your party no, we need to give it to Kwame Nkrumah. Because enya kura no, Kwame Nkrumah de si konfonoche. Enya kura no, Kwame Nkrumah ene si KNUST. Enya kura no, Kwame Nkrumah si factories was antimema. Yen nananom nye bi ye. Have you heard any NPP person, whether a man or a woman, come out publicly to condemn Napo? No, they all support Napo's statement behind the scenes. And it is not got to do with you tribal free, we are not tribal. And what the party stands for. It is what the NPP believes in. And this time I say, the NPP from day one, it has not been about Ghanaians. The NPP has been about themselves. In this Ube Stadia, party bia in penifom wom nim nyansa akwara bi party wo beka bibia ebetia party because the statement Napo made, it goes deep down. It affects the principles of the NPP. Why do you think the elders of the party have not spoken? Why do you think they have not taken the opportunity to even put a statement out? Why do you think the party as a whole, they have not condemned Napo's statement? It is because they believe in what Napo said. That statement, the party at the end of the day, they are happy. We are Ghana, Ghana, and you saw the struggle of Dr. Kwame Nkrumah till this point, and the development and his contribution to the development of Ghana. Nasa what Rodriguez say, the NPP does not support what the Napokaina Now I give you a form. They hate anything in Nkrumah. They hate any contribution in Nkrumah for Ghana. They hate anybody who has the mentality. In this study, Kwame Nkrumah, he wanted to open jobs. He wanted to create. He was building roads. He was building schools. He was building hospitals. Check the line. JJ Rawlings even though the Kwame Nkrumah party, and the NDC, are different political parties, and you could see, said they were towing the same Kwame Nkrumah line. JJ Rawlings was constructing roads, rural electrifications. JJ Rawlings AC universities, OC schools. Atamel Sibaye, the same line. They were trying to build on what Nkrumah started. Into Usha regional hospitals. Usha Akoso Moda Nkrumah and own the Atamel Mahama Mobaye expanding our energy sector. Usha John Mahama Sobaye. And you see, continuously, the NPP, they have been against all these people. What the NPP hates is for you to let people believe, say you believe in what Nkrumah believes in. That is their number one thing. The moment you show that, they have an issue with you. And a political party like that will never go out of its way to build anything. And until date, the NPP has not been able to build one regional hospital because they don't believe in what Nkrumah believes in. But the NDC believes in that. That is why till date, the NPP as a political party have not been able to build one university because they don't believe in that. The NDC believes in what Nkrumah believes in. That is why the footprint of Nkrumah, you could see that the NDC walks in the footprint of Nkrumah, even though they do not belong to the same political party. But the NDC believes in the ideologies and principles of Nkrumah, the way he wanted to expand and build this nation. And it's a word study in Kwasiafo. They have always stood up against people who want to follow the footprint of Kwame Nkrumah gradually to build this nation from scratch. Until you share their hatred towards JJ Rawlings. Ask yourself, a dear partner JJ Rawlings, these people always had an issue with. Because JJ Rawlings was a military person. Nanka was one of the worst leadership after 1992. But it was when J.A. Kufuor wanted to be president, who said, "Yekuma spread your more on the streets of Ghana." When J.J. Rawlings was president, did you see anything like that? No. It is because this political party is not about the people. It is Sir Abrantie Weno. Let me tell you. So a Ghana Nina Omu Sa Jimmy we now say. Sa Jimmy we the kind of it is something that has been enshrined in their heart and in their heads. They believe and they hate Nkrumah. Any Ghanaian who rises up to follow the footsteps of Nkrumah, these people will kill you. It is what they do. Today, you cannot even ask a simple question. Who killed John Kuma? You can't ask the NPP. Today, is it possible that these same people killed John Kuma because John Kuma believed in the ideologies of Kwame Nkrumah? If you are close to John Kuma, I was close to John Kuma than majority of NPP for. John Kuma would have been the perfect person to pair Jimmy way. But how, at this point, a whole party chairman, aid, Ebetina TV, so can say, Napomu Nedia confirm John Kuma to Chineye. Has Napo spoken about it? Is Napo not human? Can't he defend himself? Can't he say that he knows nothing about this? Can't he come on TV to say all these insinuations I have no knowledge about? He's quiet. He's quiet because the same strategy they used in killing JB Dankwana till date Ekufuado and the rest have not spoken about JB Dankwa. They want to keep it silent like the way they killed JB Dankwa. And Nintina and the Yoku John Kumana, they don't speak about it. Yeah, Freya branches on my police headquarters. DNC. And yet, Chairman, to me, the reason why I honor Napo in your fire, because Napo wanted to poison him. He knows. Ni Ed Betina TV so catch and say John Kuma and the Chairman to me were poisoned by Napo because John Kuma was going to be elected as or nominated as the vice president. This guy can kill for power. He does not care. Ombu Ghana for on respect to Obia, on saying almost on Transma Manenkasa, with Jimmy. Naturally, he's foolish. So a Ghana Nina sa in Nkrumah's regime. Now go through Nkrumah time ebe sinne na akwa we so dimnyansa na usa Ghana ni pain in Jimmy because you have gone through the mill. You know what really happened. For a fool who cannot get married can only get married when he has been promised a position to denigrate Nkrumah, or so we are Ghana and say, oh, Jiakwa with you, and I was a Ghana and with Jimmy. Let me tell you, take tribe out. There's nothing tribe here. It is what the party represents. It is what the NPP believes in. Oh, you're Ghana in there and you want to continue the footsteps of Nkrumah, they'll kill you. What this guy said wasn't out of excitement. It was something that has been built in his life when he was a kid. The moment he's part of the NPP, it is his bile. They believe in it. And they are not shying away from it. Today, they have made it public. The next day, they'll take action. Into a young Ghanaian, we say, Obeye Bawumia vice. This guy can poison Bawumia easy. He can. Because his own people sat on radio to tell us, to say, he was the one behind the killing of John Kuma. Why can't he do it? Why hasn't he come out to exonerate himself? He is not going to do it because they did it. Why should I make people potential murderers? Why should I make potential murderers my vice president? Because at this point, from the statement from Chairman Wuntumi's own aide, it shows clearly that Napo was contesting for the same position John Kuma was contesting for. And from their own statement, Napo's people and Napo himself, they knew about what happened. I was just expecting Napo to come out and say, instead of Mokani too much, till date. Now, Kwasiebiti just said me MPP, ni we Jimmy. John Kuma has been buried. Wapro somebody's son. Nema egu and yanka. This foolish fool is standing on platforms and insulting Nkrumah. Mameka Bibincho. You can ask all your chiefs. You can ask your elders. When you step out of Ghana, the world only knows Nkrumah. Nobody else. Let's say, when you step out of Ghana, you can ask your chiefs, your queen mothers, your so-called elders. When you step out of the shores of this country, the only name that people know, and when I say the people, I'm talking about people who are not Ghanaians, who have heard something called Ghana and not Guyana. The only thing they can attribute to Ghana is Kwame Nkrumah. So for a young politician to stand on platform to denigrate Nkrumah, he's good as dead. This guy does not deserve to be on the ballot. He does not deserve to lead any Ghanaian. This guy is a despicable, filthy thief. He's a crazy idiot for any Ghanaian to sit and entertain this fool in their palace. After this guy made that statement, he went to the Western region and Nana Nketia sat in front of this boy for this fool to disrespect him. Nana Nketia could not speak for Kwame Nkrumah. Go to Keten, Esikado. Nana Nketia sits there and boasts of Pan-Africanism. He's a CPP person because of greed and power, because of corruption. This chief sat there for this fool to come to the Western region. He could not condemn this guy in the face. Even Yasantua, Komfanochi, their powers could not even cross Ashanti region. People cannot even make any statement against Yasantua, who is not even recognized out of the borders of Ashanti region. Yasantua, she is not recognized out of the Ashanti region. Komfanochi is not known even on the border of Togo. But people are careful what they say about Yasantua and Komfanochi. How much more Kwame Nkrumah and Nana Nketia sits there for this fool to come to the Western region, to come and blow out shit. And then this chief sits there. Tell me you're a Pan-Africanist. You want people to call you to come and speak about Nkrumah. You are a disgrace to chieftaincy and the Hunter people. And this is what politics has done to us. We have denigrated everything that we cherished. We have destroyed everything because we have allowed foolish, stupid, greedy politicians to wipe us off, taking every pride out of us. What makes you people CPP? What makes you Nkrumahist? What makes you somebody who believes in Ghana? This fool is not supposed to stand before anybody. What Bodamukra, this fool is not supposed to stand before you. But you allow this fool to enter your palaces in the Western region. This animal, this fool to denigrate Nkrumah. You have allowed politics to take our pride away. Are you going to come tomorrow and tell me you are a CPP person? Are you going to come tell me you are an Nkrumahist? What makes you an Nkrumahist? You cannot speak for yourself. You cannot speak for what you believe in. You people should be ashamed of yourselves. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. After this short break, I'll pick phone calls. You're still watching. With all due respect, extended version.
We've always sung the first stanza of our national anthem, which asks for God's blessing on our homeland, Ghana. And it enjoins us to resist oppressors' rule. Many have not taken the time to observe the second stanza of our national anthem, and the lyrics bear reflection. It says, "Hail to thy name, O Ghana. To thee we make our solemn vow, steadfast to build together a nation strong in unity, with our gifts of mind and strength of arm, whether night or day, in mist or storm, in every need, whatever the call may be, to serve thee, Ghana, now and forevermore." This stanza calls for a nation strong in unity and enjoins us with our gift of mind and strength of arm to serve our motherland, Ghana, now and forevermore.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with. And they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
Tamapaya Dagbana Bawumia you Dagbana Bawumia you Samapaya Tabumakana Suayambala Jimalana Malambala Jimalana Haruna Idrisu Manza Naum Manza Damia Zuma Parga Duama Pana Janye Selchi Karmal Mamamachi Gana Nachimba Napasara Tapabukura Nachimbukura Bila Kumda Yelim Lankani Kwamkutoda Vishakutoda Samia Maluolo Amakana Namayana Nana Gomlanti Bichala Tomi Kalawrinyanga Mana Kutoda Zang Kutoda Yelon Kutoda Komtata Samia Maluolo Amalolo Jo Mama Tatumakana Go to Fatibai Kwam Kutoda Mana Kutoda Yelon Kutoda Jo Makana Tatumakana
You are still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. Hello, caller.
Hello, Uncle.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Uncle, Medin the Kwame. Makasafi. Asim Fosu. Mifike Post. But if Fosu na sisi ya bebe simi yejuma. Na asɛm a ɛleka wɔ nkɔma n'asɛm yɛ ho. Maka asɛm brief bi akyerɛ wo. Nansa yi a ɛna mokɔ adwuma mu, mampɛn bi wɔ hɔ. MPP paa o. Na asɛm a ɔka kyerɛ me dɛ nkɔma anyɛ ade koraa kyerɛ sɛ ɔbɔ ɔhene ba sɛ wanyɛ ade no bisa nkɔma yɛ dan. Ehu dɛ ɛka biribi dɛ wɔdze adua hu mu wɔdze ahyɛ ho akoma maa na wɔapue n'ano na wɔaka. Asɛm a ɔka kyerɛ me dɛ wayɛ yi wɔfa na nkɔma anti no ɔwie no kɔ ɔdɛ ɔma aborɔfo no stay na anti na ɔpam ho ano ɔno kɔ aka na mbisa no dɛ mbisa papa no ala dɛ ɔyɛ abadwuma na ɔsɛ ɔyɛ fitanyi ɔyɛ mechanic na mesɛ mechanic na mesɛ okay. Ɔhwɛ South Africa yɛmpɛ dɛ yɛde yɛyɛ comparison bi ɔhwɛ South Africa aborɔfo no a wɔwɔ hɔ no siesie a na ɔnyɛ bibifo they are fighting each other because of hwɛ asase ho ade kya wei na ade kya wei na woda Kwame Nkrumah ase na nkyɛ barista ma yɛ watchman.
Yeah, we should go fancy. Asemo, hello caller. Hello. Olenya miasi nko ya watchman grada dada. Hello caller.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead.
Good evening. Mpacho, Ghana for no yana turbe yo yirife kakala. Uha onkofo we musara na mu plan nti mu dika yi roles firi ho no. So switch roles ti ase ka sa kwacha samwe na company da. But omu se o ho nti no mu yi ni firi ho mu pa ye sare no. Na ye da ho pa firi re to aba ne ye.
But that's it. Thank you. I say after me to aba ne. Kasa mitio.
But the other the fact that I think one of them on the side catch one or can we hear by now you look in the boat with the other part but I can use the crowd on the enemy what on the enemy
but I say all right hello caller I'm on for hit you okay hello caller hello I'm on for hit all right hello caller
good evening
boss go ahead
Napumwe.
Ibiawoko.
Good evening, Napumwe.
Betonka, Ibiawoko. Go ahead.
Boko nanso yema kwa banso. Efeme labi mkasafi tamale. That's a the kan moto ada moto usu na moto so na. Oto aso na usu sa.
Menstro, yakwaba, sida si ejinim.
Yeah. Keti ne koso man mu de are hosem na so ye de ye bom pa se nyambe bon ahode na wakoso ebuye ni nyame adoma on the 7th of December no e be yi MPP party ni so na jamahama watu aso that's
it. Thank you too. All right, hello caller. Hello. All right, I'm in fact call and free yeah. Hello caller. Hello. Good evening. Good evening. All right, he's not ready. All right, hello caller.
Abu.
Go ahead.
Abu ni second.
Kasa mitio.
Yimbi yamo akwaba. Am say we ejuma magana man. Ba futa bro magana for we team yimbi. Baby o bia ye we ejuma ye. Besi na nado Bawumia. Wade Ghana ekejina no Kevin yan sorry yan kasa yan sorry yan jira yan na on the 7th December yan sha yan nuanu me nebusia yan koto aba my excellency John Dramani Mahama no ni NDC candidate biala or contest parliamentary because Osama Mahama onya majority in parliament at least more than 2/3 so that sa embra funa na nado no Bawumia asha no wotu about 10 in our parliament because Kevin oh you say na Ghana ko sisiara Kevin o ba secretary kwala people are suffering. You cannot buy pepper, tomatoes. Pepper and tomatoes you cannot buy in security across the country, everywhere. It's able to try, sir. I'm appealing to every Ghanaian who are butchering or infra, who are Busian with Saniska. Catch the way Busian with Saniska man say, hey, 1 to Abama Mahama, no need NDC Parliamentary biala. I cannot send money because send no money, Kona Kashano, Kevin. It's a very appalling, very serious. The corruption is left and right. I don't know, Kevin. So I'm appealing to everybody to listen to everybody.
But I say thank you very much. Hello, caller.
Hello, Toby Abawala.
Aunt Monica, how are you? A long time, eh?
I'm good, and you?
Good, Aunt Monica.
Toby, Papa for Makatamia Wilson. Mr. Will the family in Aquaba. The parents town radio no the best town bet the band the best language is nina. Toby,
yeah.
I may over Western region to Makata Magana. Now Western region was second data for the second D. Yes, second D nipa. Oh, you're very sad there. I hear full of Western region no. Me who the way your video there. Na pome ye de ba pome I didn't say what some na otu enter Western region. We to what is a kwame nkoma roba. Na po arobo de sa kwame nkoma yon ko Africa there. Okwa na ekuma se ohin one ohin tunufu. Me hu bi do obi botu wetu frame a efuno rutu no oye efutu popo. Ansa na po baka da masam no oye asante ye no di kan ke da kwame nkoma mpem ansam. Nko woni trim tutu obe na obaka da masam no. So yesterday you Western region, the whole 10 regions, no. Where the whole Western region like I don't Western region, it be water region. I don't Western region, it be Asante region. But Western region, you're poor. Western region or you're poor one kasa Western for what my war. No what to but the master man okay. Remember say can you be Western region you gallant to have from MPP. Na po why no swing there photo. Now you don't see. You think for.
Thank you, Auntie Monica. Hello, caller.
Yeah, hello, Mr. Kevin.
Yes, sir, go ahead. Yeah.
Mr. Kevin, Pacho, Kasa Free Sunyani. Okay. Mr. Kevin, I am at the first time in Sakao. Na Babu Kasimbi was senka for 413. Was if Feninam a brand two where he and Safo. Esino wo hen akokora kwasia ontia futu wosenkafo ne kan e wo babru muntu obi apa onkokan wose fanyinam abrantu wa hia ni nyansafo esino wo hen akokora kwasia ontia futu Mr. Kevin bebia Ghana ekono eye me ngonwa na medwene Ghana fo ho amenti ase se bepem nani paba yawo no bosome nkron odidi otwa aduane de hye ne hwenim de hye ne num onfa hye ne hwenim ekokogina platform ase se Bawumia mpega ne nsa dombe kabiane aboaje so ye dombe kabiane aboaje so ye staka im de sebi mprediasa ene boys na yaba no yesus ye hunu nyansa wo ye ni nyansa ne adwene ko akiri I swear Mr. Kevin I swear kwam biaso nkofo we ebe ko back nya misha.
That's it. Thank you very much. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Good evening, madam. Yeah, Kasa.
You, Kevin, as my person can say, Bawumia na ponu wa no. Wakase na ponu wa penase mwana. Mina make a choice na po be poison or poison what they say. Akwaya just ni wo wu ye. Then you are poison no man we san wo be poison Bawumia family na wu. Na po we ni pa bone fo ni fini se da wu. Na po ni fini se na ntwe hwene. What in Bawumia wonye ni papa. Etia Bawumia na po onye ni Bawumia fe no wu ye papa. Na po be poison no.
Be that say.
Obe poison no papa. Me dia samu America se Bawumia no. Pasia na po abuafunu na po.
Bye. Also, na po hini se dewuro. Udim dewuro. Mr. S get me dewuro. Hello, caller. Eh, mumi di wechia. And then I'm resuming. Kasabitio.
Kevin, at the same.
Bibi aboko.
Akwaba.
Dejo so.
Na man as more kind of many agent, but some new people. Master meaning and say. A just so hini be na woman be so a just so hini. Ya no so da akofa pinta in and no tiapa kermina. Yes, where I asked I made the end say. Yes, Antoine Eginson. Our Timmy Pama Brofona, Yegin Sukumasen. School bank and I say hospital bank and I asked Antoine, you might bank and will be a Wukumasi memoir. Mamma, what did you paint in any more tip Papa Kermus against one or set yet Santuano. Yana me perceiving who is a Pama Brofon, fine what Pama Brofono. Nadia school and idea ben no yeah Ghana ukase bia ye twam kumase kra na obi an enye se obi an enyim yatidin no na dia ben no waye no kumase ho no ma kumase fo eti ho no dwen se ya sanfo aye bibi o wapam abro South Africa abrofo ne ti Mandela share jail 27 years na mo kana no tumu no eno na ma South Africa aye krobe aye krabe hwa the whole Africa na woti ho no mapam abrofo no dia school na ya sanfo asiye dia college na ya sanfo asiye dia pene ma minute afa daye na nim se wo ku etututu wo suwiem no Kevin akwa aba na me enkomo wo ho hunu na wote ajeso wa wodie
that's super thank you enti mu amubusa se yese na pohwene se dewuro nie we na efe dewuro no ai enkoto de kofa ba ye o enye me busa kwehye keke ena enkoto kofa ba ye yese na pohwene se dewuro yene se ni ebobi ai enkoto no obo dewuro rough enkoto go kubase na obon se ana obon 2 o'clock 1:55 no obo enkoto agwo obo dewuro hello kola me go for no na free mind the sort of no boy from I headmaster Vejinawa. Hello students giging today is assembly giging free mind when una basa or bought from rough some go for in a hot flow and I can to my hello Kola.
Hello Kevin.
Yes sir, go ahead.
Kevin Bojo Facham Kwame man masana bano.
Kwame, what 30 seconds please.
Okay. Kevin Pocho moto moto Okada ya was screaming Obama wa mwaye wa eko mebako muko villages bi wo breku line ho okoto man bi wo ho o moto sinu baye 8 osato no that man young boys no because one kwan angaza kalu ndum ngo ho every Saturday bia from Monday to Saturday na be sales aba no wa hwe motor status wa hwe we ni nyina I want to man your with the no beto waji motor na so so aka cho de o di me e motor ni neat o di to me here the way o ye no sales a man make no nti we at them my ekere we streamline yina to amano system bi e bia ni din dado the motor we the particular ha no wo abazin the motor in on jere papa your company no we ya
me da senya me show yeah papa all right hello caller
Uncle.
Yes go ahead
Uncle today
you have a call I'm confused
yeah we it's no motor no I go like second week from now you the kind to cry mobile second week yeni nyanu me obe MPP for wa be second week papa that crazy but that crazy no nkasa no wo friend there azanfo gbugbe ejuma wo ho wo mbebe source wo no one of the politics rule boys and the boys waiting ma what to kwanu nkuma ni din ko ni da kwanu nkuma na wa say Ghana if this time no say how what wo bra na ho aye basa although you say ni yasisa yensa ni emaye ni baye hu ni eto abapa nti sekune na takrade o me ento abapa aso mo catch one.
Thank you very much. Hello caller. Hello. Enti mu amose na pohwene se dewuro nie. Enti wo hwa na pohwene na ene dewuro na yampa. Na pohwene se dewuro. Na pohwene se dewuro obedi di kwa menkroma tem. Pohwene se dewuruta. Odim dewuruta. Ene nie tu na pohwene se dewuruta. Obedi di kwa menkroma tem. Pohwene se dewuro. Inko show we san go from show we dangerous. Hello caller. I don't benyame there. Hello. Na pohwene se dewuruta. Unim dewuruta enie. Ohwene ho se dewuruta. Obedi di kwa menkroma tem. Yeti krom ha. Hello caller. All right.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead. Yeah.
Mbacho me how kakra me wona say ye wo barakasi. Dam hana dam no wo. Yeah, na koso. Be osumi mi ansa ne nya ensuo kura no me wo.
Momo ti dam no ho mu ni nsuo.
Mina makachiro ye ni
omo ye project bi okuba sintina dam no omo to dam omo boa
omo ye kwan wa ha omo ye kwan wa e barkase ya to mo abetwitwa pipelines ni nyina ensoma de koso o man we mu no
mera se
omo hia kwan ensuo
mera se na po ohwene se dawurita unim dawurita eno nana eye aka say okay dawurita yaka se dawurita mo amutie by the fireside eno nana ye bo ansa na obi abetena se konkon on se ba ku bi wo so eno na light no ken ena kon de wa ase no ye friend dawurita eno na so no ohwene se dawurita konkon ohwene se de ye ohwene se abion ohwene se dawurita ohwene kwase akeka obedi di Kwame Nkrumah tem ohwene se Buffalo Soldier. Hello, Kola.
Kevin.
Yes, Kasabitio.
Hello. Oh, that's it. Daba. Na the Janet nam matwase. Janet nam no ye who open time na who be biala ye bia no me the wase keep on and keeping on. Thank you very much for coming.
Adarmitiwa amatase nyame shobi grofantini. Hello Kola. Napo ohwene se bonsam da uruta. Setete no a time no bonsam gemu kwa ansa na bawuru mu ye da uro bi ayebo ansa na ye bie pono mu akọ bonsam gem. Ye fere da urunta. Konkon no mo bie pono ohwene se bonsam gem da uruta. Jimmy Kasaba hat. Jimmy ode wa ha. Hello Kola.
Me teacher ni
kasa
Kwame Nkrumah no omo ba ya no mo chance change currency no Kwame Nkrumah no pictures a ewo currencies nya omo change ni na nti ya de well orchestrated ade omo plan so omo pese omo ye na bi no so no otumfo o si otumfo na sisi aso na po be kan we no e de bi no so e kan
Mebacho medase thank you very much. Hello caller. Hello caller.
Hello?
Yes, Kasamitio. You're about 7 minutes. Yeah.
I
and then I'm starting show. Nice guy. Hello, caller.
Yeah, Kevin.
Me too.
Yeah, Kevin. Dauta me chiro mu ye. Dauta bibia eye entano eye twins.
De urunta
fo. Na
hwene se de urunta fo.
Enta. Ha, de romi. We penifo rep na me chiro mu.
Penifo rep
na Kevin de me kono ene. And I know can be the numbers be beto ho say registration eye no. Numbers be very frightening. Why?
All right. In penny for representative always show is no na debia penny for Jimmy or Becca penny for Jimmy and yen Qualano. When the Jinimuman penny for her or see they won't afford the from the Runta. Ain't now po when is they won't afford. Yapo. Now po when is they won't afford Jimmy. When we said they won't afford din kwasi asamiti, yes, na po when said they will akoko any akoko de akoko any odali. Na po when say akoko de odali, they won't afford. Hello,
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Yo, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening.
Me bajo
huye.
Yo, bedase. Me ka fabric intambo mi di bon femenu.
Okay. Intambo for Montuma Felicia J. She's wonderful. Intambo South. Montuma Felicia J. Only a solid. Why you might be that? Or a direct Montuma no. Intambo South for straight up.
Me bajo bedase.
Because I'm with you.
Yo, Kevin, most of them is there. Yo, MPD. Omo communicators, omo ti FM so a, and also omo ti radio station. Wuti bi bi so mo bodi say Kwame Nkrumah adwuma pa obeye wuti bi
da bi omo ka bi da
omo ka bi da enti nkofo we de omo tamaso omo kosoro ba fam afi we de omo ko me da say
na po ohwene se dewuro akwele ni akoko enkranfo na chiro bra mi o we enkranfo na chiro ye bi mbom din me pentafo enkranfo ntaf dewuro ntafo na po ohwene se akwele eni akoko akwele ni akoko ohwene se dewuro ntafo akwele ni akoko na frafrafo kro ntafo mo ka de sen frafrafo ntafo frafrafo mo ye ntafo ye ka de sen mo ma mi hu frafrafo mo ye ntafo because you see hu nkranfo de no ohwene se akwele ni akoko dewuro. Hello caller.
Hello Mr. Kevin.
Yes sir.
Yeah, Femi we buy am the street Christian.
Yeah, sir.
In fact, Mr. Kevin, say we are wasani. We are nzimani. Na so we MPP achi. Itafo ene de mafo ya de ba kupa yinya ne Ghana ha ne Kwame Nkrumah. Oroso obeje Ghana di siwo. Oroso obe alpapa Ghana na se ngofo we edi Kwame Nkrumah tem. Now from
oh. I'm sorry, online am wow, sorry. Na po, yes, ohwene se dewuro ntafo, ye kan frafre mu a. Ohwene se ayene ene ayambila. Dewuro ntafo. Oba nkremu a, ohwene se akwele di akoko. Oba frafre mu a, ohwene se ayeni ene ayambila. Ohwene se dewuro ntafo frafre mu. Yesi a eyifo krobofo, dewuro ntafo, ye kan say krobofo. Na po ohwene se dewuro ntafo krobofo. Hello caller. Ayeni ni ayambila. Hello caller.
Hello Kevin.
Yes, guys, I'm upon. I got 7 minutes there upon.
Mile ko bala
Alagblam kasa.
Mile ko bala
Kasa.
Esi wonu ni.
Jiwonu be jina so sa ni eyire fuso na sama san.
Akwaba wa. You Kevin answer na obeko break no. Wo di sambi ba ye fa na po hu oni talo oye wa hu.
Yeah.
Na asasa mo no akosi sen.
Meba ho sisi a would I say would be am free ba.
Meba ho sisi a. Aso ka kire se o nyame ya dugro obe jeli na po amano ni court enam onu talo fo kuro no na omugbo no. Sasa mo no me
jiwonu mate ye be ka wasem. Ye be wadwuma be da se jiwonu. Se sia no na po ye hu se enkramu no ye se dewuruta e kire se akwele ni akoko. Ohwene se dewuruta, ohwene se akwele ni akoko. Ena ba frafra mu a, ohwene se dewuro ntafo no eye ayeni ene ayambila. Enti esi aroba krobo mu a, krobo no e de ayi. Eba ahuna kasem a ohwene se atwu ene atwupe. Ahunafo de ahunafo se ohwene se dewuro ntafo no eno ahunam no ye se ohwene se atwubi ene atwupe. Ahunafo ekuya bodika na ahunafo we bi ma me fre ekuya bodika na ahunafo we atwupi ene atwupe ohwene se dewuro ntafo ahunam ena wan biem eyi ato ene atovi ohwene se dewuro ntafo eno ya ahunafo eno no na eyifo eyi sisalafo ena wan fo biem hausa for Mr. Article yes so ohwene se dewuro ntafo eno no hausa bi ye kan sen ohwene se dewuro ta mapon before ko bia biem yes ahunafo se ohwene se atu ni ate atu ene ate ohwene se dewuro ntafo obedidi Kwame Nkrumah tam ohwene se bombolastic ohwene se bi fantastic bombolastic fantastic shaggy ohwene se ohwene se fantastic bombastic shaggy hey Mr. Lover ohwene se ohwene se bombastic fantastic shaggy hey Mr. Lover oh na po obedi di Kwame Nkrumah ohwene is ya there hausa for say ohwene se de wronta no hausa kind of tagu yiye ohwene se tagu yiye de wronta for hausa for sa do beka no ye kan kasa bia bi no mate ase moa ohwene se tagu yiye de say de wronta sisala for say de hantonga banton Sisala for say ohwini se de wuro ntafo no aseche say ohwini se hantong bantong ene ye sisala ohwini se de wuro ntafo ohwini se hantong bantong ena hwanfo biom eyi enzima ohwini se penyi indachia o enzima for say ohwini se penyi ene indachia ene ye de wuro nta ena de biom last one ohwini se agrobeto agrobeto Yapon. Aka 5 minutes yapon. Tia me ya. Yapon aka mitip bakodi da pochi ba tia me ya. Bye bye. Ohwini se napo. Ohwini se shabarangs. Hey, Shaba. Best. Hey, shabarangs. When Mr. Shabarang say, what say I ninyum way. Girl is a sentence. American, Canada, and US. Shaba, the units are cra. Una po units are Shaba. Units are Shaba. Girl is a sentence. American, Canada, and USA. Tingalinga, units are tingalingaling. Oh, I know so now got to Wanos kakraka, Wanos ultimate to a dance hall. Wow, what the part was what the part was. What the Navagala wouldn't nipa, and at the end, the part to original crack. Girl is a sentence. American Canada, and you were tingalingaling. Napo winners are tingalingaling. When the government go matter. Monte part or ability garden and moon and go for. Monte pato abusha gana fwa ena msham konte ena msham bente ela sesale sading ina pato digina nyaro kure sabobwa mwana mchoro wa dem monte tigana na munu na ngofo sana efie die yabi wo sha ubente ena ubente twati ena mudi munu ye na po ohini sa tingalingaling school boys are ring lesbian mashamala can say puya ohini sa I close. Ohwini se puye ka shabarans when sing. What? Hey, na po ohwini se tingalingaling. All right, I got 3 minutes there, Paul. Have a wonderful night. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. Have a wonderful night. Cheers. This is coming from Zion of King. He says, vibrate.
Mama no invoke cancel. No make sense. Everybody want trend, but please don't misuse it. You forget conscience. Ignorance. Plenty people don't die already. On the lights. Many things they hide in darkness. Ignorance. Plenty people don't die already. On the lights. Many things they hide in darkness. So until the light goes out, we go still they do everything we only do. Until the candle goes out, we go still they do everything we only do. Nowadays I don't feel sad, I just get out, put my phone offline. I'm offline. They won't quench my fire. They won't see me suffer. Enemies go tire. This step they are meant to lie. On him I come over. Will you be my lover? Make up be your cover. Dance to Mama Kosa. Until the light goes out, we go still they do everything we only do. Until the candle goes out, we go still they do everything we only do. Nowadays I don't feel sad, I just get out, put my phone offline. I'm offline. Plenty talk on the full basket. She you know say I put in work. So the please check on your real man them. Many things where they do man them. If you get money, they say to you before my dreams go come true. And then I'm young coming my woo. Enough for baby woo. Until the light goes out, we go still they do everything we only do. Until the candle goes out, we go still they do everything we only do. Nowadays them. Come on, we pocket cancer. Man's don't forget them. Plenty people don't die already. I pray to God to complete their journey. Nah, no, so yeah, what's them?
Authentic mix.